What an entrance!
Whoever's stat was that was perfect.
Wow.
It was perfect. Somebody please put that. Right as I was opening my mouth,
man.
that was awesome.
And suddenly our DM's a tabaxi.
Yeah. Welcome, travelers. I'm your dungeon master, Logan Hanley. And together with my band of merry adventurers, we welcome you to another episode of the Kantor Chronicles here on the Fabled 42 Network, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and just a wee bit of chaos. You can find us here every second and fourth Friday, which I guess for the next couple months is only going to be the second Friday due to holidays, on twitch.tv/Fabled42. Now, before we continue with our adventure, let's dive into some announcements. Solo.
Sure. Oh, that's not the right one. So everything you see that's 3D printed in all of our streams is brought to you by Griffin Co. We are Vorpal powered. Our video and audio displays, player indicators, digital dice are all brought to you by Vorpal Board. Go ahead and check out our Patreon link down below. We have a lot of really fun perks and content now that we're starting to flood into our Patreon, so you can go ahead and check that out. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
Just remember, bit menu. We have healing potions from standard at 500 all the way up to supreme healing potions at 2,000 bits. We also have for our Patreon subscribers and our Twitch subscribers, we have a subscription menu down below as well. For the first tier of subs, you get 1 luck point and 1 D6 inspiration to give to any player or dungeon master you'd like for any game. Yes, please do. For the $10 subscription, you guys get 3 luck points and 3 D6 inspirations you can give to your dungeon master. And then the final tier is 5 luck points and 5 inspiration dice that you can give to your dungeon master. Yes, just me. Anybody want a free month sub? Hit me up and just give me your dice and stuff. It's gonna be fun. No. Without further ado,
that's fine.
you can bribe me. Yeah, it's not that hard. Buy me some ice cream. DoorDash me some pizza. I will not kill your character till next session. All right. So without any further ado, let's get started with the next episode of the Kantor Chronicles.
Ooh.
Welcome back. Where our party of adventurers last left off, they were in the city of Dristan after fighting a group of undead. They went to the Red Hare Inn where they met Swanson Cascan, a halfling bartender and monk of the Drunken Mistress. They talked with him as they rested up and healed before heading up the hillside to the manor estate of Mayor uh, Morin. Yes, Mayor Morin. There, they learned of this curse, and they learned that a group of mercenary adventurers, whatever you'd like to call them, known as the Heroes of the Meek, resided in the keep of Helms Hold, where they were supposed to protect the city of Dristan from the undead menace that were flooding from Morlock. The party, wishing to see what was up on their way to Morlock, grabbed their cart after a long rest and headed out to investigate. While on the road, they were assaulted by a number of undead, these faster, almost smarter, and a couple of them exploding in the faces of some of our party, before defeating them all and rushing to the hold. A second wave, more numerous than the first, comes running up behind them, barely getting through the gate as it opens and slams shut behind them. This wall and horde of zombies behind, slamming up against the gate. That is where we left off. Everybody is in the cart except for Viago and Gino. Viago running beside the cart. Gino now pulling the reins and stopping your guys' wagon in this small square. You see a stable at the one side, a smithy to the other. Before, in front, or past those on either side, you see two-story, look like halls, or like an in-sized hall. Then on the very, very back, you see a longhouse, a two-story longhouse with an observatory deck of some kind, about halfway up the second story.
Art examines the card and makes sure that there's no damage from the trip.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Also, Art, you do get a luck and inspo.
Thank you. Investigation is going to be a 16.
16. There doesn't seem to be any wear or tear on the cart other than, just normal, typical, you get a couple dings here and there, but it looks functional. Nothing that needs to be immediately addressed.
Oh, safe and sound.
I want to take a look. So, I want to see if I can get sights on the person we saw up on the wall.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
All right. 19.
19. You look around on the ramparts along the walls. You don't see anything, but you do see a light coming from within the gatehouse itself.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Just gonna let her go over there real quick. All right. What did you do? Okay.
Everything is broken.
The BBEG I sent over to your apartment has finally got there.
Yeah, we're all good. So the ramparts, like the where we saw them, it looks like it goes into that observatory, basically.
Yeah. So there's driving up the center building, and the most prominent building is this longhouse that has the first floor, and the second floor is a little bit smaller as it pinnacles up, and then about halfway up the second floor, there's a small observatory kind of landing.
Who operated this gate? All right. Yeah, I guess to Viago, I guess I'll just say, like, well, I don't think the undead know how to operate light switches, so should be. Well, it's probably not a light switch, probably a candle. I don't think they know how to operate machinery and lights, so we're probably all right in here.
Light switches?
We'll be here. We'll be all right here for a little bit. I need a rest. I'm gonna fall over.
Yeah, I think we all
Going on, we got 2 luck and inspo points for everybody on the bottom row. So Art, Tia, and
goodness.
Taco get 2 luck and 2 inspo. Our top
Thank you,
rowers
folks.
of Nessa and Gino, you guys each get 1 luck and 1 inspo, and I'm just very disappointed.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
Fine. It doesn't hurt.
Gino, I'm very fascinated by what is this light switch you speak of?
I'm not even. I'm not even sure myself. Gotta be honest.
Fascinating. I'll have to come up with a prototype.
Yep.
Are you being serious or not?
Yeah, I get 5 every show.
Oh shit. Well, okay, cool. I'm gonna put my 5 up here then. Thank you. I love you, Sova.
Remember,
Oh, don't worry.
I'll live the next session.
You'll be the last one. You'll be the last one to go.
I feel like there's.
I mean, please don't kill our tank right away.
I feel like there's a conflict.
Yeah, I know, honestly.
No.
We're a very
God.
squishy group.
All right, everybody else, give your stuff to the players. I got stuff to pity drop me. You're good.
Yeah, I feel like there's a conflict of interest in play here.
So
Oh god.
there doesn't seem to be like any people around, right? Or are there?
That you can see, no. I mean, there does seem to be lights coming from the one 2-story building on the right-hand side leading up to the longhouse. Seems to have lights on the first floor and a couple on the second, but nothing that you can. You don't see any movement or anybody coming out of homes or anything.
Wonder if they have food there. And Art starts walking towards the light.
No, they probably do.
Don't walk towards the light.
I don't know. I'll follow Art.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm assuming there's not like a good place to put the horse here. I guess I'll get it turned around so that it's facing to head out of the gate in case we need to make a fast getaway. But
There is a small stable on the side that it has a couple of horses in it currently, but it looks like there's a slot or two open where you could put one.
do the horses look undead?
Give me a medicine check.
Is there somewhere I can lie down?
There's plenty of places.
Yes, I'm lying down
That's,
immediately.
Everywhere.
That's gonna be an 8.
8. They don't seem undead.
I hate that it's even questionable. All right.
You're tired.
Yeah,
They
I'll
look
take
really healthy.
I'll take it over. I'll put Agro in one of the stables. That's fine.
Does Art notice Viago lying down just right then and there?
Yeah, you guys all kind of pull in, and he kind of does that thing where he just like a child just kind of falls back on his butt and sits there and is just breathing very heavily.
Oh,
Oh.
are you okay?
I'm fantastic.
Here. Oh, I have an idea. I was kind of saving this for a little bit later, but you know what? Maybe this might be a good time for this. And Art's gonna dig into his pockets. Nope, nope, not that one. Here we go. And he is going to pull out his well-renowned candle with the shell cone around it.
What
And
are
it's
you
going to get aimed at Viago.
What are you doing? Stop
And Viago, can you please heal yourself for 5 HP?
it. Oh, okay, thank you.
As you do, you hear, almost in response, guttural kind of cries coming from the gate behind you as the gate kind of bows inward, not significantly, but there is definitely a push or a force acting upon it, swinging it open ever so slightly.
Maybe let's try to keep things down while we're in here.
Yeah. Maybe this isn't a good place for us to be. I still vote on food.
Yeah. Here, Viago, and I'm gonna put a healing word into Viago at second. So that's 2d4 plus 3.
Awesome.
So that is 8 more points. I just don't like that the gate is going in.
So while my friends are kind of deciding what to do, I'm gonna take a nap. If I get the effects of a short rest, fantastic. If I don't, then I don't.
He just falls.
He really
flat
wants that
asleep.
short rest.
I am still not doing well.
You'll have
I
to.
know,
It'll
I
be
know.
an hour, so you can sit there and lay there for an hour if you'd like.
Yeah.
While the rest of the party.
I just
goes
didn't know
and
if the
investigates.
doors break within the hour, then I don't get the short rest.
If the doors break within the hour, you don't get the short rest. Correct.
Got it. Okay.
I feel like that's fair.
Okay. So I'm sleeping. Just let me know.
Art's gonna sit with Viago.
Or if they climb over the walls of Jerusalem, I'll let you know as well. But
And it's just my time. I'm already green. It's fine.
we're halfway there. No. All right. So while Viago is resting, kind of keeping an eye on the cart, what would the rest of you like to do?
I'm gonna go check out the longhouse.
The longhouse?
Art's
Okay.
sitting down with Viago and pulling out his notebook and just taking notes, trying to come up with a concept for this light switch.
You said there's lights in the gatehouse as well, correct?
There's lights on in the gatehouse. There are lights on in in the right of the two center buildings that look like inns or like bunkhouses, and then the longhouse. You don't see any lights, but there is like a plume of smoke coming from where a chimney or hearth of some sort would be.
I'll check out the gatehouse.
Awesome. All right. So as you head up there, Gino, you're heading toward the longhouse. Nessa, you find a ladder that leads up to one of the corners, and you make your way toward the gatehouse. The door is slightly ajar and open. You don't hear anything as you approach it.
Can I sort of I'm gonna try to, as stealthily as I can, like sort of peek around the corner and see if anybody's in there.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alrighty.
There.
Ooh, that was a 19.
Ooh, that's a good number.
That is a very good number. I like that number. So it's a 22.
22. You can hear some muffled chatting. You can't quite make out what it is, but you can tell, judging by the pitch and the tone of it, that whoever's speaking is nervous or scared.
Okay. But it sounds like actual speaking, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we like to hear. So I'm
It sounds like common. You just can't make out exactly what it's saying. It's a little hushed.
Okay. I'm gonna do kind of the cautious like knock 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 as I like swing the door open a little bit and be like, "Hello? Anybody in here? We just run from a bunch of zombies. Hello?"
Yeah, so as you
see what I
swing it
get.
open, you see on the left-hand side there's a small hatch that goes down that's open at the moment, and leaning against the wall looks like to be a pair of hooks. And then sitting behind what looks to be like cowering in the corner behind one of the tables, you see a halfling and a what looks to be an elf. Both dressed in leather armors.
Can Thea refresh real quick?
What'd you say?
Oh, she did it. I was just asking if Thea could refresh real quick.
Yeah.
Apparently she's not
she
showing
go
up on
away?
stream.
All right.
Better?
Yep, better.
Okay, cool.
Excellent. Cool.
Um,
Viago, by the way, you get a luck and inspo. Two of them, I believe.
Thank you.
Yep. But yeah, as you walk in, they look at you and they go, thank the gods. You want one of them? Okay, we thought a few got through.
I was just thinking the same thing about you guys. You seem to have an undead problem around here, hey?
Yeah, yeah, we do. Boss got us in a little too deep on this one, I think.
You're the Defenders of the Meek. You're part of that?
Heroes of the Meek, yes. Heroes of the Meek, yes. What's left of them, yeah, anyway.
Oh, so it has been. We've just come from the next town over, and there was a little bit of zombie spillage. We were wondering if anybody was left up here, and I'm glad that you guys are. But are you guys really depleted then? How many of you are left?
Well, there's the two of us. There's Zid, and I think maybe little less than a dozen of us total, I think.
Crikey.
At least in the hold. We sent a foraging party out a couple days ago, and they haven't came back, so I'm assuming they're gone.
Sure. I'd say that's a fair assumption based on how many of the zombies are currently pressed up against the gate. You wouldn't mind showing us myself and my friends. We've come to help if we can. We'd love to talk to your boss, if possible.
Oh yeah, Zid. Yeah, he'll be in the longhouse. I think whatever men are left. We're just watching the gatehouse right now. And we go along the walls every once in a while, but we saw you up on the hill there fighting those things, and then when the second group came over, we assumed we'd best be ready for you.
I think that's the winning strategy. Thanks, fellas. What are your names? Sorry, I didn't. I'm Nessa, by the way.
I'm Mitch, and the halfling kind of points to himself, and then the elf is, I'm Soren.
Lovely to meet you, fellas. I'm sure we'll catch up in a minute. Keep holding down the fort. I'll be back, and I'm gonna head back to my group and relay that information.
Awesome. While you guys are doing that, Gino, you're heading up to the longhouse. Are you looking for anything in particular? The door is closed when you do get there.
Yeah, I was just looking for the door. I'm just gonna open that when I get there.
Yeah, it's a nice one of those big double doors where you have to push both of them open and kind of walk in all Gino Zabani like.
Yeah, just like a. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
You've done that before.
Yeah.
But as you walk in, you see it's a pretty simple entryway. As you walk in, maybe it opens up to about 10 or so feet on either side, and then it looks like there's a small room, symmetrical. And then in the center, there is a singular feasting table, and then at the far end, it goes up a couple of like a raised dais of sorts, where there's a smaller feasting table. And a half-orc is sitting behind that table with a couple men on either side, or with one man on either side, and then the feast table is full with about another 4 or 5 individuals.
Excellent. I'm gonna just kind of nod at the half-orc and be like, I'd assume you're Zid?
I am, yes.
Well, I'm Gino Zabani. Flutters. Nice to meet you. We've got some injured, and well, we came up here to help. So if you don't mind helping me get everybody settled real quick, I'd love to catch up.
He nods. Any sort of help is appreciated here. And he stands up, and as he does, the 2 men on his side and all at the central feasting table stand up as well, and they walk out with you and help you unload the wagon of whatever supplies that you need. A couple of them kind of pick Viago up under the shoulders and start to drag him in.
I was sleeping. Has it been an hour yet?
No, it's been maybe about...
It's a long walk to the longhouse.
Yeah, 15. It's been maybe about 15 minutes or so.
Can I still talk while we do a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Short rest is more of like you're just chilling. You're not necessarily sleeping.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. What does this place look like? So this is not like someone's home. This was just a fortified area to have a home base of operations to kill things, right?
Who's ever proficient in history, go ahead and roll a history check.
It's not me. So someone else, please. Roll well.
How's a natural 20 do you for?
Hot damn.
Ooh.
Oh man,
exactly.
I can make you re-roll. No, I'm not.
I regret nothing.
By all means, do.
Honestly,
Please.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for later. No, I'm gonna be smart with these. Solo gave me these 5 for a reason, so I'm gonna use them if you would want me to. So you would recall that somewhere in a library that you stole a book from at one point or time in your life.
You're gonna have to narrow it down a bit more than that.
Exactly. That's how many there were. That Helms Hold used to be, and you could see in parts as you guys are walking through where the wood at the bottom of some places used to be stonework. The Helms Hold used to be a small bastion in this region where Helm Hammerhand was the defender of the region from the drow incursions that were coming up from the Underdark.
Interesting.
There's a tunnel to the Underdark. It's somewhere in the vicinity. You're not quite sure. The tome or history that you read didn't mention it, but Helm's Hold was known for being that central hub that at least defended this area. We're talking like slightly after the calamities type stuff.
And the people that we met here, they were gnomes. I think I remember you said earlier.
There was a elf and a halfling.
Elf and a
halfling.
The wall perimeter, is it like a tall wall with like an outcropping of somewhere to walk to archers to shoot down and all that?
So all the way around is our ramparts. There are small towers at different key points around it, other than the gatehouse. And then you obviously have the observatory on top of the longhouse.
Is it like, are they stairs that go to the next level, or is it a ladder?
It's like legit. There's like a small tower, and it looks like there's like a spiral staircase or a set of stairs that go up to the next level.
Hammerhand. I got it.
He's gonna make another duck that blows up. That's what he's doing.
As they're walking down the hall, Art is kind of like taking notes down, and now he's pulling some things out of his pockets and stuff. He pulls out an empty scroll holder and his light hammer and sort of jams it in there together, finds the jasper, sticks it on top, and then starts adjusting the hammer so that it flicks up and down, and as he does it, the jasper starts lighting and going out, going out.
He made a light swing.
I made it happen!
That's so good.
That's all you, sir. That is all you.
Your fault.
Well, hear me out. We got a lot of baddies outside, right? What if we, fuck off and get out of here? We open the gates, we let them in. And then we close the gates and we leave. Yeah? No.
Unfortunately, I think there's still going to be a lot of them out there. That's unfortunately what we're dealing with at the gates is only a small contingent of the undead that exist.
You also brought a cart. How do you expect to get that?
Is there only one gate in and out of the
There's
place?
only one gate. There's only that central gate.
Well,
Yeah.
It's not my cart. But no, so my second question is the reason why I was asking is like if it was he just left. The reason why I was asking is if we climbed ladders to get to that upper area, could we just lift the ladders up, let them in, and just pick them off, and they wouldn't be able to touch us? That was where my mind was going.
Can they climb the walls? That's the question.
Gotcha.
If they can scale the walls.
From what you've seen so far, are you saying that in character, or are you saying that out of character?
Yeah, I was saying that in character.
Okay. Unfortunately, there aren't any. Well, we have some ladders, but most of the towers have doors, so they probably smash through the doors.
Yeah.
I mean, we could lock them and close them, and barricade them, and then go up there. That's a good idea.
Can they climb ladders?
From what we've seen, no.
But the DM was talking about World War Z earlier, and that makes me nervous.
Makes me really nervous. It seems like they'd all stack up on top of each other and then run up. No, sorry.
Are there enough of them to stack up that high?
How many are outside? Could I go on the gatehouse and look down?
Yeah, going on the gatehouse, there's at least 24 of them. The wall's about 25, 30 feet high.
I don't
Probably
suppose you
closer
guys.
to 30 feet.
I don't suppose you guys have any oil or pitch.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, actually...
He's got butter.
Well, yes, I have that. That is one thing I have. But also, and he digs around in his pockets and pulls out the alchemy jug. I still haven't decided what this is going to hold today. I mean, maybe we might be able to come up with something with this.
Are there any flammable materials on the gate?
The gate's made of wood.
Oh.
We don't want to
Well-
burn the gate down.
I mean, coming into the keep and getting a quick glance. I mean, most modern wooden defenses have not necessarily a coating, but like it's better wood for like preventing that sort of stuff. And most defenses do use oil and pitch. So
I do like where your head's at, though, Gino.
I very much do. That sounds like a grand idea. Set fire to the lot.
What else
Yeah,
we have?
Wouldn't be the first time I smoked someone out.
Although,
Gina's a Bonnie. Rad dude.
We're gonna talk about that later.
although that being said, I might have more options available if we could, settle down for a minute. But then again, I'm not sure how well that's gonna work out with them, at the gates.
That's
I can get some men to kill them from up top, and
Oh.
while you rest, and hopefully they either disperse or we can kill enough. We don't have many arrows left, but we have enough. We might be able to get
Oh,
them
that'd
to
be even
go
easier
away
then.
or-
If what you need is equipment, I've got very fair prices. No, actually, in this moment, if there's any sort of provisions or equipment, armor, weapons, anything of the sort, I've got a fair selection in the cart. And
The sword stock might be running a little low.
why?
For-
I may or may not have used one of them to attack the zombies earlier.
And you left? Did you leave it there?
I didn't have a lot of time to plan this out very thoroughly. It did fly really far. You should have seen it.
I wish I had seen it. All right. Well,
I'm just sitting here smiling, eating my deer jerky, and just watching them
these
spin.
poor
the
people. have
bits,
been
the bits of
defending this.
smoke just coming out of Gino's ears. You managed to. Are you all taking a short rest?
Yes, please.
I don't
Is-
know why I wouldn't.
Yeah.
If a
All right,
short is
go
all
ahead.
we can get, I will take it.
Yeah. I don't
As you guys are getting ready,
have
you
many
watch
spells left.
as this half orc with the rest of his crew go to the cart that is now there and ready to go, or at least unpacked, and the horse is untethered and put in the stable. They start going in the back, and you watch as a couple spears are handed out. Did you do the Senate 51 preemptively?
No, that's his short rest.
Oh, I wish.
Oh,
That
that's
was
your
my hit
rest.
die. Yeah.
So you, while you guys are all doing that, eating and drinking in the longhouse, you hear a little bit of commotion, not a whole lot. You hear some squealing and snarling of zombies. But after about another half hour, 45 minutes, as you guys are completing this short rest, Zid walks in and, well, we got most of them, and I sent a runner over the walls to run away the rest of them.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully Mitch comes back. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Oh, Mitch. He's. Oh, sorry. I just met him. He's a grand bloke. I hope he comes back too.
He's a shifty little bugger, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
Amongst the rations that we are consuming, does there happen to be any butter?
Roll a D100.
Come on now.
If there is, I ate it all. No, I didn't.
Out of spite.
69.
Nice.
Giggity. Yes, there is plenty. For that number, of course, there is plenty of butter for you to
All right.
grease things up with.
Right. Shocking
Are-
amount of lubricants inside this longhouse.
Art will grab as many
Gotta while
sticks as
away
the
the
DM
night somehow.
allows.
Roll a D6 for me.
Nor the 10. Oh, it's only a 2.
All right, I'll give you 5. I'll give
The best.
I'll give you the D10 too. So you have 5 sticks of butter.
Excellent. Thank you. Well,
So, you said you were here to help, he says as he takes back that central seat at the upper platform.
Yeah, we came here from Dresden. Well, it's not just for Dresden. It's really more of just a response to the fact that these undead have been spreading all over recently. We, as terrifying as it sounds, I think that heading into the heart of Morlock might be the best bet. I'm starting to worry that the longer we wait to go there, the harder it'll be to actually stop this, if it's possible to stop it at this point. But
I'm guessing some got past us.
yeah, apparently they've been getting hit fairly often for the last couple weeks.
He sits there. I can't really spare any men to help you, but there might be a way to get there without having to go over land. Well, still got to go by land, but you know what I mean.
No, I don't. What do you mean? What do you got?
huh?
There's a tunnel?
Of sorts, yes. Follow me, and he leads you into the kitchen and then down the back steps of the kitchen into subterranean rock. At this point, you
Ooh,
go through
secret
what looks
tunnel.
like you guys are all funneled into what looks like a storeroom. Viago hunched over, your head and shoulders scraping up against the ceiling. Um, he grabs a couple cases from the back corner and moves them to either side, and they look like pretty sizable and heavy cases. And as he does, there's a door that reveals itself, and he opens it up, grabs a torch from off the wall, and starts to head inside. As he does, the cavern kind of winds back and forth a little bit until it opens up into a larger chamber, about 20 feet or so wide. I mean, it's more of a cave, like a natural cave, so it's got the jagged bits and doesn't look nice and squared off. But he points to the corner, and in the corner you see a tunnel about the size, a little bit smaller than Viago.
That's convenient.
As we're walking down the dark tunnel, Art is going to go to the little cage and just check on Dukar just to make sure that they're okay with the fact that we're in this tight confined space.
She's feeling right at home. It's darkness, and she's chilling out.
Good, good.
So you're saying this tunnel will get us to Morlock?
I'm not 100% sure. We believe so. We've mapped out maybe about half a day trek from here after the zombies hit us. We think it leads to under the mountain. Or at least a passage nearby.
Y'all don't know for sure.
Our last report from there was that, well, shit was gonna go south if they went any further, so they came back.
What was down there?
But aren't we going west?
Yes, it heads into the hills, and yes.
But you said shit
Talk
was
about it
going south.
later.
He kind of he just
Right, right.
It's,
Yes, I understand.
yeah, yes. There were a handful of undead, like I said. They eventually made it through the tunnels to here, just randomly. Maybe no more than a small handful. We were able to pick them off as they were coming through, then barricade the door. But they reported hearing scratching, chittering. At one point, they thought they saw something with it looked like 100 eyes to them.
Oh,
That's a few too many eyes.
yeah. 98, in fact.
I see what you did there.
Maths. All right. Well, I mean, it's better than a horde of zombies, I suppose.
It's potentially much worse than a horde of zombies. um, Why do these caves? So these caves have. You haven't done any excavating here. These were all already here.
When we got here, they were already here.
Yeah, it'd be nice if somebody knew anything about potential tunnel in this area.
Well,
Somebody with a knowledge of history.
this is the place that what was it? Hammerhand made, right?
I have no idea.
From my knowledge, yes.
Did you know him?
That was hundreds of years ago, so no.
Oh, well, okay. Thought I'd ask.
Would you?
He's very he's very perplexed by you.
Would you care to enlighten the rest of us as to who this Hammerhand was, or why he'd
Yeah.
hang out in tunnels with shittery creatures?
Don't really remember too much about him. I remember seeing something in a book at some point. I just remember he made this place. Supposedly,
so-
you know, kind of a big deal.
Okay, so we're dealing with a man-made tunnel that apparently is important enough that it was passed down in legend.
Would any of the material that Art read have stuck with him regarding any sort of like mapping or anything like that associated with this place, or was it more just historical knowledge?
It was more historical knowledge.
Okay.
There aren't many. Any records that you would have found would have been of the old stonework.
Bear in mind, at this point, I have a keen mind.
You know what?
My memory's very good.
roll straight d20 for me.
Okay. Do you want that to be Vorpal or?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You can roll on your own. I trust you.
That was a 19.
You'd, with that keen mind, you would know that the blueprints did suggest that there was a tunnel, but the older excavations of this place never fully revealed one.
Well, I don't remember much, but from what I do recall, there's likely going to be a tunnel around somewhere. I just couldn't tell you where. Not this tunnel, another tunnel.
Okay, I was a little confused. And so you're saying you've seen every other path, and this is the only one you haven't seen? All the way through, I mean.
Well, we can either... I've sent parties out toward Moloch and toward the Overlook by land, and just over the grasslands and the hills. They haven't... None have went into the tunnels and reached the city or reached the keep, the castle.
Well, any good story would dictate that this tunnel would take us where we need to go, so I suppose we might as well do it.
You mean we get to explore?
Yes. I'd watch the explosions while we're under here, though. It's,
Yeah.
we might not want to
Not
cave these ones in.
recommend explosives. No, not at all.
No. It's rather confined space.
Art quickly checks all of his pockets just to make sure that everything's in order.
He's been leaking gunpowder the entire time.
Oh, excuse me.
And he kind of... Zid kind of looks over you all, and you watch... Let's see. Nessa, give me an insight check.
All right. I'll do one of those for you. We'll see if it's any good. That is probably not. Insight. Excuse me. So that is a 15.
15. As you guys are kind of preparing, or at least talking about going into this cave, looking at Zid, you're getting a sense of confusion and a sense of like he's not like he's really not sure about these caves. He's just showing you as a like you get the feeling he's like, hey, this might be an option, but you're not getting a definite like he's confident that this is going to get you there.
Okay.
All right. Well, so we're looking at either going this way, potentially running into less undead, but being in more uncertain circumstances, or we take the overland, get a better line of sight, and potentially go through hordes of the undead. Without the, one, we also get to keep the cart. The other one, we are going to struggle to keep Viago.
Well, I mean, if I'm given enough chance to rest, there's a chance that maybe one of my elixirs might be able to help with that. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but it's possible.
I would avoid shrinking the mountain if possible.
Well, no, I was more suggesting, for, our big friend here.
Well, that's what I
That's what
meant.
you meant.
I would avoid. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tiny Viago. What would that even be?
Art.
Art.
Yeah.
Just buff art.
It would be like art. It'd be like medium-sized art.
Yeah, there it is. It's the middle ground.
There you go. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm on a rage!
The best part is your helmet would still be too big.
Do the regular size.
It would be one of those helmets that like shakes with your head.
Your helmet keeps turning, but your head stays static. But, I mean, Zid is still here, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't seem very confident about the tunnels there, Zid. There's nothing else you can tell us about it at all, right?
Roll a persuasion check for me.
All right. I'm gonna use my.
And now,
Where are my d20? There's.
is the tunnel like just a little uncomfortable for me, or is it like really hard for me to pass through?
Where it's at currently, it's just slightly uncomfortable, but you can't you have no way of knowing what's waiting for you once you start going in.
Got it.
It's a 9.
Well, the good news is I rolled a 6 on my die, so
Oh,
That's another
it's-
69, ladies and gentlemen.
way!
Twice in one night.
That's what she said. Damn it.
Oh my. Oh my.
Damn it.
Good job, everybody.
So
Well,
he looks at you and go ahead, little.
Well, I was just going to say, one other idea. If we're still concerned about space, I mean, Gino did have the great idea with the oil earlier, and, it worked out really well the last time we tried to get into a tight space with Viago, and so maybe it might work this time.
Yeah.
Well, what I would suggest is that if you are going to go down there and try to find your way to the Overlook or Morlock, it goes down before it levels out.
All
That's
right.
all we know. And
DM, can you remind me, just because I'm brain farting because it's been a month, was Morlock actually our goal to get to?
Morlock, the city of Morlock, is not your goal. The
Okay.
Overlook. The Overlook, which is the castle or manor, whatever you like to call it, that sits farther up the mountain.
Okay, so that is our eventual
is your goal.
destination.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to go to Morlock. You've heard numerous people tell you not to go to Morlock.
Got it.
So we want to go to Morlock.
So
So we're going to end up in Morlock.
we can go down the tiny tunnel, maybe make our way to the Overlook, or go to a place on accident that we don't want to go to. Have no idea if I could fit, or if there's more things down here that can kill us, or we go with what we know. Is that our options right now?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the one point of order.
All the time.
For you are with your keen mind. The additional thing that I'll give you, because I didn't clearly specify where the drow were coming from. The drow were coming from the Underdark. I know that's probably assumed, but the drow, at least on the continent of Kantor, are subterranean.
So we could end up in the Underdark.
Uh,
Completely opposite of where we want to go.
Art, in a voice that strangely sounds like our DM, blurts that out to everyone.
Then he pops a cough drop.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know. We can. That is the long and short of it. We know that we'll have to go through a lot of zombies, or a lot of undead if we take it over land, but it could potentially be things that are worse than these tunnels. The tunnels, however, sound more fun.
I'm very curious.
I mean, the only thing I really care about is if we get a chance to take a nap at some point, because, I mean, like, I kind of used up a lot of my stuff earlier, and I've got all these ideas that I've been writing down, and I'm really, really itching to get some of these going.
Would you like to take roughly an 8-hour rest before we head out, or
That does sound like more like a coma than a nap, but sure.
Just a straight.
well, how many hours do you need for? So do you not need a? All right. I don't know what you're trying to ask.
We
you're
lost
muted,
Logan. We didn't get any of that.
I was saying that Eddie has been so ambiguous with the shit he needs as an artificer that nobody has any clue, including me, what he actually needs.
Are you asking for a long rest?
Yes, he's asking for a long rest.
Yes, please.
I think a long rest would be helpful regardless, because I'm pretty low on spell slots myself.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, and Viago's like pretty close to dead. So
No, I'm good now. I rolled hit die.
All right, you're not as close to dead as he once was, but
You would still probably like to be less close to dead.
I'm max.
Honestly.
I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
I also am in top shape, but if Art needs a long rest, we can take a long rest.
Tell you what, if we take an 8-hour trip and Art takes an 8-hour rest in Viago's bag, maybe we can call that good.
Also, most of our
Listeners.
party is casters, so a long
That's
rest
true.
would let us top out all of the.
Yes.
all the spell slots.
Yep.
I think
In not
that's-
so many words, that's precisely what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, regardless, at the end of this 8-hour thing, are we taking this tunnel or we going overland?
I'm fine for. I have fun ideas for either scenario.
Well, would they be able to keep care of the words are hard. Would they be able to take care of your cart?
I mean, I'm sure they're not going to go anywhere with it. They're afraid of leaving. But
Poor aggro.
aggro will be fine.
Well, you could use your little potion on aggro then.
Oh, bro. We could take him with us, the little pocket horse.
And then you could ride
Oh.
on him, Art.
Oh, that's lovely.
A tiny horse?
I like how everything that belongs to Gino has just became everybody else's all the time. Poor Gino.
Seriously though, you all
I
can take.
suddenly want to go overland.
See, it's not that fun being shrunk, is it? But if you all feel that we can be safe here and take a long rest, then by all means, let's do it.
Well, we're not imposing, are we, by staying here?
I don't think it matters really.
I've lost more than half my men, so if anything, you're adding to the muscle here.
It's all Art.
All right. Well, let's take a rest, and we'll decide in the morning.
Yeah.
Sounds
Morning's a
good.
good time for ideas.
All righty.
He said nods and begins winding you guys, or walking you guys back toward the longhouse.
Yeah.
All
Boards
right.
up everything. Walks upstairs. So, anything before you take a long rest?
You're right.
Nothing before, but after I have some stuff.
Okay.
Can't wait for his monologue.
All right. Well, if that's the 8-hour rest will get you into the night. So if you would like, if when you travel, you'll either be traveling at night, or you'll be, regardless, you'll either be underground in the dark, or traveling by land overnight.
So the undead won't be able to see us.
Mm,
Don't we all have dark vision?
I do.
I think I do.
And I mean, if
I think
anyone
you're
doesn't, I mean, I do have this handy, light switch.
They gave dark vision to everybody, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got dark
And
vision.
Dragonborn don't get dark vision. That's my.
Well, neither do cats.
No, they do.
No.
Oh, cats don't. You're right.
Cats
Cats
don't. No.
Cats don't. Yeah.
Which that doesn't make sense at all. But
So you all gain the benefits of your long rest.
Thank
Viagra,
you.
Did you have something?
Well, no. I was gonna tell Art if he can just turn the light switch on and throw it away from us, so then the zombies can go for the light switch. But then I stopped myself.
ooh,
It's not a bad idea.
maybe he'll be inspired with that idea at some point. Anyway.
Someone mentioned a bunch of jangling keys.
So Art gets up definitely well before everyone else, after having a chance to rest on some of his many ideas and ponderings from the previous night. So he gets up before everyone else. The first thing he does is he stops by the mess hall that everyone was eating at the last night, and if there's any other like scraps from like dirty dishes or anything like that, he's going to try to collect what he can from that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're able to get some kind of bones and
Mhm.
things of that nature that you can use for whatever you're about to do.
Excellent. All right, I think this will work. It's a shame there's not any fruit, because the fruit worked really well last time. But you know what? We'll just have to improvise. So grab some of the bones, grabs like some little spare pieces of meat and whatnot. Finds a bowl, probably one of the dirty dishes. Let's say just here's a dirty bowl, and starts putting things in it. Puts some of the spare pieces of meat, gets some of the bone, pulls out his alchemy supplies. He temporarily removes the hammer from his light switch and starts using it to smash the bones into more of a powder. And then from there, he takes from one of his pockets a little bit of candle wax, throws that in, and then he takes, I'll use one of the sticks of butter. A whole stick this time will probably suffice. There we go. All right, perfect. Okay. Let's see. What else? You know what? The bones are nice, but I think the shells will add a better flavor. So he takes out a couple of shells, crushes that into a powder, and throws that in as well. Is there any like spare like alcohol of any sort, like any?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
of course.
If there's anything that this long haul doesn't lack, it's meat and ale.
Perfect. All right. So he finds himself a little bit of ale, pours some into the mix just so that he can have some of that liquid base, makes sure that everything is blended really, really well, nice and mixed together. And then for the last piece of resistance, he takes a hair from his head, as few as there are, throws it in, and all of a sudden just it poofs in a cloud of ash and smoke and turns into a bubbling, frothing, multicolored liquid. And he takes out his flask with the wolf howling into the moon and puts the concoction into the flask.
Awesome.
And after that, he goes back to a table and starts making a few tinkers and adjustments on some of his devices that he had made the previous night to make sure that they're still in working order. They got a little bit of wear and tear on them over the course of the trip on the road, but adds a couple of little, tightens the gears on the cogs on everything so that his contraptions are still good to go.
Awesome. While Art is doing that, would anybody else like to do anything?
I'm just doing my stretches.
I want to go and try and find Zid and ask him if Mitch returned.
Zid, you can see as you kind of walk out, you and Gino kind of stretching and doing some light calisthenics as he's warming up for the day's travel ahead. You do see Zid on the ramparts where the gatehouse, next to the gatehouse, not in the gatehouse, but just right next to it on the wall, staring out into the countryside.
Excuse me. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
I was just asking about your friend, Mitch.
Oh,
How's he doing?
he, well, and about this time, it's really more like close to midnight. The moon is about half full at this point. He climbed over the wall about an hour ago.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Like I said, he's a sneaky little bastard.
You don't seem too happy about it, though.
They got more men out there. About another 6 or so.
Well, I can't promise they're gonna come back, but I'll put in a good thought for them.
I'd appreciate that.
You're good at your job. You seem to care. I feel like that's a good part. You could just, treat him like fodder a little bit.
Well, if I treat him like fodder, then I'm gonna die alone. If I care, then when they die, you know how the rest goes. He just kind of trails off in thought.
Well, I guess I'll leave you to your thoughts, but thank you for your hospitality and letting us stay here. I know you said it was, gonna do you good too, but still, it's appreciated.
If this could be a home for any living being, might as well be.
I mean, I don't really like it as a home, but more like an Airbnb sort of situation. But yeah.
How do you think I feel? It's been a while since I've seen another friendly face that wasn't one of the heroes.
Well, I just want Nessa kind of pointed out you weren't too keen on the idea of us going in the tunnel.
Not particularly, no. Whenever the Underdark is in the mix, I usually stay out of it.
Y'all ever had any experiences with them when y'all went down?
The heroes as a whole have not. I used to run down there a bit back in the day before I found the rest.
So did you?
Let's just say if the Drow don't find you, the Durgar will. And you don't want the Durgar finding you.
I'm happy you're still here.
Me too.
Well,
He kind of looks back out into the horizon.
see you later.
As you leave, hang on, I gotta find it really quick. He says, wherever you end up going as a group, may the Everlight guide you. And he points at your pen.
And thanks. You too. Are you a follower? Just kind of
no.
words?
Respect to your god. I have mine.
Of course. Thank you.
Anyway.
And I go.
So, which way are we going?
So I don't think we should go in the tunnels. Personally.
Well, I have no objection to that, although it does sound a lot more fun. I might want to wait for Viago to wake up before we make a final decision, but...
Do I need to grab the candle?
Grab the camera.
He had a really hard day. Maybe just still, whatever. He had a rough time, so maybe give him a little bit.
Viago's
Okay.
he's struggle busing a little in regards to this morning midnight routine that you guys are all having. He took it's like when you take it's like when you take a nap at 7 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you wake up at like 11 and you're ready to rage, except you're not because you need to go to bed. So he took a short rest and then he had to fall asleep for 8 hours.
I like the phrase 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what?
Pretty good. It's pretty
Sounds
good.
right.
I do have to admit, we can guarantee we get where we're going if we're going over land. It is a gamble for us to take the tunnels.
I mean, if we're worried about not being able to see, I mean, I do have this. Flick, 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 flick.
No, we can all see perfectly fine. It's just that, we don't know where the tunnels go. We know where the land goes.
Yeah. And at least with the zombies, like, we've had experience with them before, as opposed to whatever has 100 eyes down there. Plus, you're always running when you run in the Underdark, it's a little bit of a risk regardless. They don't really I mean, they aren't particularly friendly to people who are topsiders, sort of. So, maybe it's above land? Just because we know what we're facing?
I guess that's true. I mean, most of the time I don't usually have problem with tunnel folk, but I mean, I guess those kobolds didn't work out so well, but I mean, I guess I was trying to blow them up, so that is a fair point for them, but
I mean, we were actively trying to kill them.
I think those kobolds actually worked out pretty well. A lot of them were jacked. Viago, welcome back to the land of the living.
I've been here the whole time. What's your problem?
What were we just talking about?
You were talking about me taking a short rest and then taking a long rest.
Oh man, he's one of those sleepers that hears everything. Apparently,
oh man,
He just pretends to be asleep to see what people say when they think he can't hear them.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're thinking over land. Viago, what do you think? As opposed to the tunnel, even though the tunnel, I'm dead curious about the tunnel.
Well, I mean, I'm curious about the tunnel too, but if it gets a little tight, might be problematic.
Yeah. You can't be really swinging your arms, I suppose.
I mean, I won't lie. The notion of something with 100 eyes is fascinating, and my curiosity is definitely tickling a little bit. But I mean, I whatever we want to do,
Yeah, it does seem.
Well,
My vote's gonna be on taking the tunnels, just because I think it'll be the most fun. I'm fully expecting to be outvoted, but it is what it is.
Well, we could always take the tunnel on the other side once we've dealt with that issue and come back.
Do it on the way back.
Poke your curiosities. But honestly, I'm fine either way. I'll probably go last. So if I get stuck, well, no, maybe I go for. I don't know.
If you go first, then we don't move forward without you.
I like that idea.
But then you leave me there. But if I go last and I get stuck, then you guys are stuck in there.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, Art's gonna reach into his pocket and hand Viago a stick of butter.
Oh, still no.
The shoulders.
when in doubt, use the grease spell.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, it
Probably also just crawl, and it wouldn't be. As big
usually
a deal, right?
helps.
Got big shoulders.
Yeah, you just turn sideways and like.
No. Surely.
You know
There's
what?
no way that's not gonna backfire.
Fuck it. Let's go to the tunnels.
I mean, I wasn't expecting this. I'm actually getting a little nervous now.
How do you think I feel? Shit.
I know.
What would you guys like to do?
Bugger me, it's a risk, but it's just so tantalizing.
Secret tunnel.
There's like legit.
Secret
There's like a legit 100 things that can go wrong on either side, and I am like just like sitting here just. But Art is right. Through the tunnel. Through the mountain.
Secret
tunnel.
tunnel.
I
So
voted.
And they die.
I only voted for the tunnel because I thought it'd be funny. If it actually wins, I don't know what I'm going to do.
With
So-
the amount of 69s that have been rolled, surely we have to take the tunnel.
All right, so Art is going to flip his light switch so that the Jasper is on. Even though he has dark vision and he can see anyway, he's going to hold it up and he's going to start walking down the tunnel.
All
Are
right.
you gonna go back in? You're gonna go back in? Okay.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
god. Oh god. We
Well-
have to get a leash for him. We have to get a leash.
All right.
Well,
All right, into the tunnels, I suppose.
Art, you're
Should-
taking the lead.
Apparently.
All right. So you guys
I'm
go
just-
down. Oh, Gino, go ahead.
I'm just gonna look over at Thea. Like, I don't have a great feeling about this.
I don't either. I'm really scared.
Yeah, but
Well, if you don't have a
They're
great
already there.
feeling, why did you? I'm confused.
I thought it would be funny.
I mean, it still would have been outvoted.
Yeah, I was not expect. I was just because I voted for it didn't mean I expected it to win. All right, well,
Well, we
I
have
guess we're going.
we have 2 weeks, guys. We have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
all right, let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Art's probably already 30 feet ahead by now.
Do
All right.
we?
Well, so no, you actually have to talk to a couple of the heroes of the Meek inside, and
Oh,
they
okay.
go down with
All
you
right.
and move the crates. And as you go through, whoever's the last person, you hear the door close, and then barrels and crates start to get stacked back up.
And they all just start laughing on the other side.
I know. Look at these idiots.
It's
They,
all
turn,
right.
they take off their masks. They're all zombies.
Nowhere to go but forward.
It's like a reverse Scooby Doo.
Oh.
And I definitely got away with it because of those stupid kids. No.
Just immediately go back to the zombie pose.
No, as you do go through, the look on their faces is like there's a bit of shock and disbelief on the pair of them. Mitch is one of them that kind of sees you out.
Oh, Mitch. Good to see you back.
He nods.
Is that kind of like a nice knowing you nod?
It's
Yeah.
a thanks for the
Bye.
horse cart nod. I think that's what it is.
Oh, no.
It's a
Oh, I forgot the horse!
yep.
Save the shrinky dink potion in case Viago gets stuck.
Fair point. Well, here's hoping that it actually does what I intended to do. It is still experimental.
Zid does promise to take care of the horse and the cart, and if for some reason they leave, they'll make sure they take it with them back to Dristan.
I mean,
Alright,
if push comes to shove, I can always, give it to Dulcar, and maybe Dulcar can turn into a horse that I can ride. I don't know.
We're not gonna need a horse right now.
What the hell do these potions do?
But a horse
What
is
are these doing?
fun.
Horse in a tunnel is great. Let's put a horse in a tunnel. All right, I guess are we moving forward? What's our march?
Yeah, so
marching
you go
order?
through that tunnel, or that initial tunnel, and you get to where that smaller cavern is. And Art plunges headlong into the secret tunnel with his light switch on.
Secret.
At exactly 12:33 and 47 seconds a.m. for Mr. Keen Mind. Because he knows exactly what time it is at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go on a quick break.
Oh,
Great.
for the love of!
I'll check my messages.
No, I'm not. We'll talk. We'll talk.
You have chosen poorly.
Yeah, that's the overall feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But he wouldn't show it to
no,
us if it was.
I'm so ready. I'm just scared, and I want. I want.
He has to go pee. That's what he's telling you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
That's
ahead.
the real reason.
Go ahead and enter raffle. Enter our first break.
Dice
of the
giveaway.
night. Oh, dice
Yeah,
giveaway.
we'll do a dice giveaway this time around. Let's do it.
Slayer's
Fuck
Guild.
it. Doing it live.
Doing
Yes,
it
sir.
live. All right, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Freddy the cat. Oh shit, never mind.
Aw.
Welcome back.
She's actually asleep right now. I don't want to bug her.
That's fair.
Yeah, good idea. That don't.
You don't want to tear up your knees just yet.
Yeah. So,
So
welcome
coming
back.
for you.
Viator, you won our giveaway. Head over to our Discord, send me a message, and I will get those dice to you ASAP. Now, so, Art, you began this trek a good 15 or 20 feet ahead of your friends, zealously diving into the dark unknown with your hammerhead lantern leading the way. The rest of you following up. What's the official marching order?
Well, I guess I'll take the caboose. I'll be in the back. Since Art's already so far ahead.
Okay. Who's going after Art?
I'll go behind him. I'm used to chasing Art.
All right. Theo, Gino.
I'll go next.
All right.
I'll be watching the back. Yeah, I'll watch the back.
Okay.
Like
Viago,
watch.
bring up-
Okay.
Go ahead, Viago.
Well, I think I was about to say the same thing. So am I in the back, or are you watching the back around me?
Yeah, Viago, you're in the far back because I know your biggest concern was getting stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll actually.
And Gino,
I should be up near the front then, because I am the only other tanking we have.
Okay.
I'll be right there. Excuse me. I'm gonna.
I'm good at
You and
tumbling.
Art-
It's okay.
You and Art are small enough where the space you guys can fit side by side in the space. Since you guys are both little critters.
I mean, it's fine down here. I don't understand the problem.
Art, with your light and with Gino helping, or at least beside you, go ahead and roll a survival roll with advantage. And I'll because of your keen mind ability, I will allow you, instead of wisdom being the modifier that you can use intelligence.
That actually helps a lot. I'm still going to use luck, though.
All right.
And literally got the exact same roll. Great.
With advantage.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to
Yeah.
call on that just for giggles. There we go. All right. So, plus intelligence, that'll be 21.
21. I'm gonna be nice.
Only 72 points of damage.
That's 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you now have a 26. On that
Oh.
score.
Oh, that's
Oh,
very
okay.
nice.
Yeah, you're gonna need everything, guys.
Benevolent DM.
Oh.
This is a strange turn of face.
I
Oh,
know.
no, I'm scared shitless right now, guys. When the dice gods help you, that's never a good sign. So you begin trekking down, and you get maybe about 200-300 yards, and you notice that it curves off to the left, and it starts to decline. You follow it down another few hundred feet before it levels off again, going as it twists and turns. It widens a little bit more. Viago, your shoulders now free from scraping against the edge. You look over, and your shoulders are a bit scraped, but it's more cosmetic than it actually hurt.
I just buffed these.
Exactly. You can just wax it out later. You continue.
Don't worry,
onward.
I can fix that later.
Could just draw her dagger just in case. She's feeling very nervous.
You continue.
He's gonna keep it
onward.
out.
The better part, maybe about another half hour, an hour goes by. You have a choice: to go forward, to go left, or to go right.
You know, I have an idea. And Art is going to pull out from one of his many pockets. Which one do I still have left here? We still have the let's use the remainder of the wax candle. So he's going to take the remainder of the wax candle and he's going to compress it into his hands real tight. And then he's going to use his tinker tool on it to harden it real hard until it takes the shape of a cube. And there are numbers that are going to get inscribed onto the cube until it resembles a little something like this. So, what do we think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Is there no way to like maybe be a little bit smarter about it?
Could you make perhaps a compass or something like that? Something that'll.
No need for that. I got that right here. And which way's north, Logan?
North. Oh, fuck you. Damn it. North would be like left, your left back corner.
Oh, that way.
Left back corner. Okay.
All right.
South.
Yeah, well, let's
Don't try to overthink this. I'm just gonna give you a random direction every time.
Okay, great.
Art has keen mind.
I was like, is there a corner over here?
No, Art has keen mind. Y'all are good navigating. Like, Art is memorizing these passageways. Even to the point where just for his own peace of mind, he's kind of scratching things into the walls every once in a while, little markers that he can identify.
I mean, you never know when this will be useful. I mean, we might come back here again. It could be a nice place.
Yeah, let's not write it off just yet.
Is there one that seems to be going down more?
Looking. You look left, you look straight, you look right. The one to the left seems to be... Your dark vision's about 60 feet. After about 30, it starts to slowly decline.
Alright. Can I... oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna let y'all know that I spoke to Zid earlier. He said that it's gonna go down before it levels out. So I feel like whichever one goes down might be the one to go to. I'm not sure. He seemed to have a little bit more expertise on this sort of thing.
But they only made it halfway through. So
I don't know. He talked about it
like you went. Sorry, I'm stealing your accent. Like you went further.
Not with the heroes, but yeah, he made it seem like
he knows where he's going.
I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm gonna let y'all know he didn't say. He said we should probably not go down here. So I don't know if that's necessarily the correct way to go, but
it's a way.
It's something he said.
Can I? I guess this would fall under perception, but can I smell anything? Can I smell like living creatures anywhere?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Okay. My nose perception. Ooh, let's see. That is a 15.
15. Sniffing around, the air coming up from the cavern or the passageway to your left is a bit stale. Straight ahead, you're not really getting anything, and then to the right, it feels very. You're getting like a draft of not necessarily decay, but like early stages of decomposition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know that there's something dead down that way. Is that the way that goes down before it,
The left is the one that goes down. On the right,
right.
One straight ahead seems to stay at the same level that you guys are at. The one to the right, as far as your 60 feet can see, it turns off maybe right before it hits that 60-foot mark. So you can't see if it goes down.
There's something dead in the right one. So I'm...
Left one, or right one. Yeah, you're right.
Right one.
Sorry.
The right one. Sorry, I've had a small stroke. In the
So
right
the left one or the left-right one?
It's that one. That one there.
The right one that's
has
left.
something dead in it. That one. The one over there. Yonder. Has something dead in it. So maybe the left one might be... You might be right, Tia. There might be, that might be the better way to go.
We might be right to go left. Got it.
Alright. Anybody else?
Left it is! And Art's gonna start going left.
Oh god, alright.
Art, you
God, he goes so
continue
fast.
going down zealously as ever, excited to be diving deep into whatever subterranean caverns are here. You go on for another 10 or 15 minutes, twisting and turning as the halls do. The slight decline steadily drops yet again. You know it at one of the curves when it starts to straighten out. You recognize that you are going. You're thinking to yourself and you're marking things down. And you have a piece of paper and you're scribbling, just making sure you're paying attention to at least the details of direction, because even with keen mind, it's possible to get turned around. You know where you're going visually, but you don't have a compass or anything like that. You are going eastward now as the tunnel begins to level out. You go about another 10 minutes or so, and you see an alcove to your right. It opens up into this alcove that's maybe about 40 or 50 feet wide. But the tunnel continues forward.
Only one direction.
Yes. So the alcove is to your right, and then the tunnel is front and back.
Want to spot check the ceilings and stuff of this widened room. Make sure it's not a lair for something that's in hiding.
Sure. Go for it. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
20.
20.
20.
You look around. You look up at the ceiling. There's a few stalactites that are hanging up there, but other than that, you don't see anything that really. You know what? No, you do see one thing. You see in the back corner what looks to be a small campfire in a pack.
Just to clarify, did you say stalactites or stalagmites?
Tights.
Thank you.
Tights are,
Yep.
Tights are top.
Ceiling.
Top
Ceiling.
right there.
Yep.
All right,
The old
cool.
tight to the ceiling.
I see a campfire. Is it
It's the
lit?
first time the campfire is not lit. It's the remains of one.
Pack.
Hey guys, looks like somebody stopped here at some point.
Is this the path they took before?
It's
Can
hard to say.
I look through the pack?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Yikes. 6.
6.
Oh,
Going-
you know what? I could use a luck for that. Why not?
Sure.
Probably not the time to use it, but I'm worried there'll be something in here.
This is
Gotta
life or
use it,
death.
buddy.
Yeah, I know.
This is life or death.
Could be a
You
bug in there.
I have
as
a
you're
natural
looking-
20 this way, so if I do it with the
Oh.
luck. So,
There you go. As you start looking through, you notice there's some scrolls, a couple books, and you find a small wooden rod of sorts in there as well.
A wooden rod.
Correct. About that long.
I should
Is thi- Is this something that looks familiar at all to Art?
In what sense?
Would Art be able to recognize what this is?
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana is going to be a 22.
A 22. You've heard tale mostly because you have some through your studies. You've been able to determine different types of magical instruments. This is what is known as a wand of magic missile.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'm kidding. Do I see anything behind us while they're doing that?
Give me a perception check.
I can do that.
I'm gonna give you a ranged option.
Honestly, be kind of funny.
I mean, what is it the size of my pinky? Like,
It's like the size of your index finger, so like you can.
I'm a
hold it.
wizard, Harry.
You're legit Hagrid. You're legit Hagrid if you had Harry's wand.
I mean, I might have some components. I might be able to turn it into like a ring or a bracelet or something if you really want to put that on there. I mean, we could figure out a way to make this work.
I think one of y'all should hold that. Yes. Unless we find a belt of dwarven strength and it gives me a nice long beard, I think I'll pass. I got a 14 in my perception.
The 14. You don't see or hear anything behind you.
Okay.
What is there? Oh, sorry. Is there anything of interest on the scroll?
The scroll, no. Both of them seem to be blank, rolled into this case. The books, however, you find two. One is a study guide to hunting shadows by Grump Ham. I'm using a table, guys. I'm just picking random words.
Yeah, that sounded like high school improv.
Grump
That's about it.
Grumpham. I remember reading some of his works. He's got some great prose.
He's the William Shakespeare of our world.
Oh yeah.
Correct. The second book is a book called The Stag and the Horn by Snorri Stonebiter.
Yeah, Snorri's a little overrated. It's all about Grumpham.
Grumpham 5 ever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, now I need to write about Grumpham.
So, I don't know if any of you have any use for this, but this is a really cool wand. I kind of like it, but I mean, if someone else wants it, I mean, I can't say no. But I mean, it's very nice.
Well, you all can do magic. Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of limited sometimes because it's but I have some components with me, but I tend to not do so well if I haven't slept in a long time.
You mostly shoot rocks, right?
Well, I mean, if you call taking these tiny pebbles and making them fly really fast at things and smashing their faces in, then yes, I throw rocks.
Well, you've got a lot of components around you right now, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, Gino, you don't have a ranged option yet, do you?
Well,
I've got a bow, but I don't have a magical option.
I believe what Gino is trying to say is in the past he's missed quite often, and this will give him an opportunity to not miss.
That's true. We have to support our team and make sure that they always have a path to success. And especially for my business partner, I am going to make sure that he has a successful endeavor in this cave.
Oh, look, a rock.
All right. So
you have one of those moments where Grog legit gives the best plan ever in character, and then it's like, oh shit, I did that in character.
Whoops.
So with that, Art is going to dig into one of his pockets and pull out a very tattered looking, what looks like it used to be really nice purple robe with silver trim on it. He's going to tear off a strip of it and fashion a bracelet around the wand so that he can put it on Gino's arm. There, it suits you.
Thank you.
Where was that rock I was looking for?
You continue on your way.
Yeah, let's just move. Well, actually, can I feel how long has this campfire been out? Are these coals
Give me a
recent?
survival check.
Oh.
I die.
I
die.
into the thing.
I fail to survive.
As you put your hand through the fire, it gets stuck there, and it turns into a mouth. No,
It's a
the
mimic.
mimic fire.
Don't. I'm an advocate for fire, but don't set that wand on fire. Bad things will happen.
Putting your hand into the ashes, you can't get a good judge of how
Oh,
long.
it's the other hand. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That
That's
hand's fine.
fine.
That's expendable.
Hey.
I
Good.
I hate to say it, but I think whoever made this fire is probably decomposing in the other tunnel, so maybe we should keep moving.
That's true.
Let's just move.
You continue moving forward. After about another 5 or 6 minutes, you see up ahead the tunnel stops, but to your left and your right, you have two options.
Okay,
Alright.
1 through 3 or 5 or 4 through 6.
Or can you just think which one is the direction that's towards Morlock? Can we take the guesswork out of this as much as possible?
We're not
Would
trying to
now
go
be
to
our-
Morlock, are we?
You're
Well,
still going
we're
east.
trying to
East.
Morlock, the Overlook. They're the same basic direction. They're just
Are they?
yes.
Yeah.
The Overlook
Oh.
is
Yeah, the Morlock is here, and then the Overlook sits kind of up the road in the mountains.
Oh. Well,
Yes.
My gut says the right tunnel.
Awesome. So you head south
Great.
now. Or east,
Oh.
south, yes. You turn down the tunnel and you're heading south. You are going. You're initially going east, but you would know from where, with your keen mind and the directions you were given to get to Morlock and the Overlook, the Helms Hold was northwest from Morlock, so you'd have to go southeast. So you've gone east a decent bit.
And now
so
we're heading
far.
south, so we're heading the right way. Okay.
You're heading south. It goes maybe about a few thousand feet or so before it curves to the west. It like curves down to the west, and you go a little bit longer, and then it turns to the right, going north, and then you go maybe about another 10 or 15 minutes, and it curves again back east, and it continues on its way.
Is there any
Or-
elevation change happening during this?
Yes, yeah, it's going. It goes up ever so slightly, but for the most part, you're still going down.
Okay.
And
like
when
a
you
fun
finally
house.
kind of hit that east, when it turns to that eastward direction, there's pretty much a straightaway. You go about another 10 or 15 minutes, and you start to see as you're walking one cave on the left, then another on the right, then another on the left, then another on the left. And there seems to be little alcoves and not some of them only a few feet deep. Others are beyond your dark vision.
Do any of these other alcoves look like they have the remains of someone who's been here before?
I'll let you guys all do perception checks as you guys are walking past them.
This cave is fascinating and amazing.
Yep.
It's a cave.
Mm-hmm.
What's a 19 do for me?
Yeah, I got 19 as well.
The two of you at one point, Thea, you put your hand on Gino's shoulder almost as a like, can you feel that type of moment? And you guys do feel from one of the caverns to your right, you feel a breeze coming through. It's a little bit fresher. It's not as stale as the air down here is starting to get.
Does that mean we should head towards that? I don't know.
Well, fresher
Did you
air
find
would
something?
probably mean closer to the outside.
Oh, well, there's some sort of breeze happening. I don't know what that means, really. But I kind of feel like it's a good sign.
Should we go?
Light at the end of the tunnel, for lack of a better word.
Fresh air seems like it would be most likely to take us outside.
You go into that cavern. Everybody else following behind. It opens up significantly more now. About 30 feet across. And as far as you can see, going down, the cavern kind of jagged and turning in places, and there's little pockets that people or things could be hiding behind. Your perception checks don't notice anything in particular. You go for maybe about another 200 or 300 feet before you're met with a 40-foot chasm.
You said we went right that time, right? Just clarifying.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, maybe our instincts are wrong. 1 second. I'm gonna take my rapier out. I'm gonna feel along the edge of the chasm and make sure there's no invisible bridge or something.
Okay. Yeah, you poke around the edge. You go along the whole edge. Take a second. There isn't anything substantial, or there's no magical invisible bridge or anything of that nature.
Well, all right. I don't see a way across this. Do any of us have a way to cross a 40-foot gap?
How far can I throw art?
Roll a athletics check.
I mean, I don't want to do it yet. I was curious how far I can throw it.
You're pretty confident that the smaller folk you could probably get over.
Is this where we want to go?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a path that's available to us.
Yeah, I don't have any way to get over that chasm.
Well, I could throw art with rope.
Well, I mean, I do have a 1 in 6 chance that I might be able to get one of us across.
Maybe we should go check the other directions and just keep this in mind before
We'll
try
take
and
this. We'll put it on the shelf, and we'll revisit it in a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Table of the chasm.
Actually, it could be a 2 in 6 chance if I really think about it.
Much,
Yes.
much like the reason why we're even here, because this one thought it would be funny. I too was making a funny comment and realized it shouldn't have left my lips.
You voted for this. You voted for this enthusiastically.
I did, because I believed your enthusiasm, and then
Why
you tell
didn't
me
you-
it's a lie.
Then why didn't you? You could have changed your vote at any time.
I don't like doubting myself.
But what are you doing now?
I'm contemplating the ability to throw 2 of our 4 members across a ravine. I don't know how to get the 3 of us else over there.
Gino, and Gino Savani. Yeah, okay, well, I had to try. Anyway, as your business partner, I have to advise you that some people do take things at face value, so it's not always good to, not say what you mean, because some people might take you literally.
I think we ought to not go across this ravine at the moment.
Yeah.
I believe with 100% sincerity, getting thrown across a gap is a bad idea at the moment.
Yes, I believe in another world we did this, but it was only 20 feet and we took too long to do it. So I think we should not do it and go this way.
It does sound really fun, but, I'll trust your judgment on this one.
Is there
Right.
any, in the wall, climbing, left over from somebody who had previously been here?
Looking at the wall, you don't see any climbing gear or any pythons or anything of that nature that would hold you up if you decided to cross. It does look like there are some handholds and things of that nature that you probably could makeshift climb across.
Well, I mean, if you want to climb, I have pythons if you want to climb.
Well, I was more trying to see if this is where the people whose bag that belonged to, maybe they went that way and took the rope with them.
Well, maybe they
I was
tried
kind
to
of
jump.
looking for.
Yeah.
DM.
Looking down Viago, 60 feet, it's still going.
DM,
Yes, sir.
I need your help interpreting something.
Oh, fuck snap.
when the rest of the party goes, oh, all right, what's up, Bart?
No.
So, as a above level 3 artificer, I have this feat called Right Tool for the Job, in which I can learn how to produce exactly the tool I need for something with Tinker Tools in hand. Could Art, in theory, utilizing Viago's pythons, create something like climbing axes or climbing picks or something along those lines that we could utilize to travel across this crevasse?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Using that, you could. For sure.
I do have an
Wait.
idea that just might work.
Wait.
I mean,
What?
Don't I have a climber's kit? Hang on.
Well,
How
I don't
would-
really know if we should go this way. I was just kind of looking. I was only looking to see if
How?
maybe there was some proof that people went this way.
How? Yeah. How would we climb across the gap instead of just up or down?
Well, there's like a wall to go around, isn't there? Or
Oh, on the wall.
Is there a wall to go around?
I assumed.
Oh no,
That was what
the crevice cuts the room in half.
oh, never mind then. Okay, got it.
Good to know.
Yeah, I thought the crevice went and like butted against a wall.
Yeah, that was how I
Yeah.
interpreted it as well. But if it's just
Yeah,
an
same.
endless crevasse, that's
I'm
a different
sorry.
story.
Yeah, it's an endless crevasse in the middle of the room that divides the room in half. I'm sorry.
Well, never mind. I'll save that idea. I'll table that for another time.
That's very good because my athletics is very low.
I mean, you just need to get me over there, and then I hold the rope. But again, I believe we should.
Check out the other ones.
Link a strength
Alright,
you
back the
and
way
then
we came.
throw you.
Let's go check out the other.
All right, go ahead and give me another one of the survival checks.
Still advantage or no?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
That'll be a 22.
22. All right. So you, as
Oh,
you
I'm sorry. I misread. That was a 19, but
19. As you continue on, you, little halls and entryways to the left, to the right, left, and the right. You pay them no mind as you are now continuing and still going east. The passage goes down maybe about another 100 feet before it levels off for about 50 or so feet and then starts to climb ever so slightly upward. Inspo and luck to Art, by the way.
thank you.
As it climbs up, it curves to the south. Continues to climb.
Okay.
Upward.
This is
More.
feeling good.
This is promising.
Like up. We like up.
It levels out again and continues in a southeastward direction. Before you have a choice, you can either continue straight, you can go left, or you can go right.
So on a 1 to 3,
Art. The way that we're going is taking us towards towards a destination, correct? Why would we turn off this path?
Well, we don't know.
We're back at a fork, right?
Right,
Yeah.
but if there's a straight and we've been going the right way, wouldn't we stay on the straight?
Well, Nessa, you have the sniffy thing, right? Why don't you see if
See if
maybe you
anything's
can
dead.
help us out there? Yeah.
I'll sniff. I'll sniff the air.
Yeah, give me a sniff check.
I do love that it's just like I'm a vampire. I can smell the blood. All right. So it was that's an 18.
18. The air that smells the freshest is straight ahead.
All right. Air that smells the freshest, straight ahead.
Look at you, business partner, so smart.
And off he's gone.
All right.
All right. Please don't let there be anything at the end of this thing. Please don't let there be anything at the end of this thing.
There's gonna be at least one thing down
Please
here.
let there be
There's
something
gonna
at
be
the
a
end of this thing.
I
Please let there
know.
something be at the end.
Viago's getting
Getting
punch
bored.
happy. Getting punchy.
I just want to throw or punch something.
You just want to
That's
hit
it.
things. The tunnel continues. You guys
For
have
what
been,
it's worth, I was with you on that plan, Viago.
Oh my god.
You have been traveling. It's now about 5:28 and 15 seconds in the morning. As you have
5
traveled now
hours?
for about 5 hours through these tunnels, going this way and that. Being careful, mind you. You aren't just rushing through headlong, except for Art. making
And-
sure not to awaken anything or anything of that nature.
5 hours into this journey, Art's getting a little peckish, so he's gonna start munching on one of his sticks of butter.
You start munching. As you do, you start to notice a shift. The ground starts to go up, and it continues upward for maybe about another 200-300 feet.
Ooh.
At the top, you can see the faintest bit of light.
Yeah, we see it. We see it. We're right here.
Yeah. Well, come
Alright,
on,
talk
let's
to the
go.
apple.
Yeah.
Iago, do a perception check for me.
I knew it.
Something with a lot of eyes.
Like, man, are we actually gonna get out of here without fighting something?
21.
Nope.
21. Looking back behind you,
Aye.
you little bit of light that's shining over your shoulders from Art's light switch, illuminating your vision. You see a figure standing on the edge of your dark vision, and as you turn around and you look, and you kind of your eyes dilate and adjust to the light, it vanishes into one of the side caverns that were behind you.
Well, I believe we were being followed. A shadowed figure disappeared in the darkness. Don't really want to stick around to find out. Shall we press on?
I think it's not a bad idea.
At a quicker pace, I believe.
Okay.
As you guys start to leave the cave, or are heading up toward this light, I need
Death save.
Apparently, I have a jerky making apparatus.
You do.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
I
you
was gonna
did.
try to get the prototype from you.
Remember we made turkey.
Yeah.
I need a wisdom saving throw from Thea, please.
Yikes.
Well,
That was said so sweetly.
11.
11.
Buddy.
Your mind flashes for a second. And you go back, almost similar to that night when you fell asleep. You went into that dream. Your mind flashes the word redemption from that same voice. Doesn't. Yeah, that's all.
I'll keep walking, but kind of, I'm gonna keep looking over my shoulder. I don't know if I'm thinking what's happening is correctly, but I'm gonna keep kind of looking over my shoulder.
Did I notice that? Or no, I'm in front of her.
Yeah, you're in front of her. You don't notice
Right.
that. Even if you would have been paying attention, it would have been hard. It would have been really, really hard to see, just because it's all.
well, I would notice
Okay.
it though.
Roll an insight check.
Yeah.
Or I just think she's looking at me.
Smiling wave.
Yeah, she's like looking over herself at you, and you're like,
I rolled a 3, so yes.
as you approach the top of, or as you continue going up this steep slope, you get to the top, where it again starts to level out and come into, you feel the rush of fresh air hitting you. As your head pokes out of this hole in the ground.
What do I see?
Looking around, you see, doing like one of like the periscope like 360s.
Mm-hmm.
You see behind you and to the southwest, you see the gates and giant walls of what you would imagine to be Morlock and the ruins of it. Beyond that, up on the side of the mountain, you see the Overlook. Dilapidated, partially destroyed, and there's a single bridge that's broken in spots leading across the short valley in between the hills.
They're opposite directions. Morlock is one direction, Overlook is the other.
Where you're kind of right in the middle of the two, where
Okay.
one of them is to your front left, and the other one is, or one of them's to your front right, and the other one's to your back right.
Hey guys, I think we popped up at like the perfect place because we're right in the middle of either Morlock or Overlook.
Oh, that's good. We can completely avoid Morlock.
Right, because we wanted to avoid that place. Right.
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
we didn't want to go to Morlock.
All right.
Got it. So we didn't want to go to Morlock. Okay, so then the
Yeah.
Overlook's this way.
Do you see any undead walking about?
That's a good question. DM, did I see any undead walking around?
Give me a perception check.
13.
13. You look around and you see a couple scattered groups here and there, but none that are big enough and none that seem to have noticed or you've attracted the attention of.
Yes, but I think we're in the clear as long as we don't make any sudden moves or noises.
So we stay low, stay quiet, and we move fast.
That sounds good.
All right, let's go.
Viago, did you hear that?
Oh, for God's sakes. I pull him back down through the hole by his ankles.
Sweet Jesus. Art, I hear
Wow,
you.
thanks for that fun joke, Eddie.
No, he just rolled all of his dice. He rolled every single one. Agent of chaos. Agent of chaos.
As he says that, and everybody ducks back down except for Art, who has the light still on at this point.
Oh, for
You
God's sake.
notice that from the gates, or from the walls of the city, which are maybe a couple 100 feet away, something climbs up. The silhouette of it in the moonlight, you can't quite make it up, but it climbs up onto the ramparts surrounding Morlock and begins to scan the horizon until it sees this mote of light sticking in the middle of the ground.
Fucker.
You can't see its eyes, but from its posture and the way it's looking, it sees you.
Sees me or it sees the light?
It sees the light, but I mean, you're illuminated by the light since you have it in front of you.
Eddie.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, that was definitely a 12 of us being forked.
That, by the way, in case that wasn't clear, that was the for turn the light off.
Yeah,
Thank God for
turn
that.
the light off.
Well,
Do undead have dark vision?
well, I mean, you see the eye, though. I mean, you see the light, though, so you don't need dark vision because you're a beacon.
That's what I mean. If he turns the light off and we just if we run under cover of darkness, do the undead have dark vision?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Do
but what my understanding is this is a free-thinking creature, not an undead zombie.
Yeah.
Sure, but even if it's developed in that sense, if it doesn't have dark vision, we're probably far enough away to
Yeah, but we don't know if it's undead. Might be alive AF
it would have a very hard time not being undead here.
amongst the undead, I suppose.
Can I slowly poke my head out in the darkness and see if I see?
that creature?
Yeah.
Yeah. When Art points him out to you, you can see this silhouette behind him.
And I don't know what it is.
Roll a nature or survival check.
I will do a survival check.
Thea, as you're standing kind of in the back, hushed and watching back down the tunnel, you get another one of those flashes, and this time you hear the word murderer.
Oh, that's not all right. I, however, got a natural 20 on my perception check with luck. Thank
one-
you, everyone.
The one thing you notice
I don't know
is the way that it's standing and the way that it's hunched over. Whatever the appendages that are on the front are, it looks to be a quadruped of some sort. You can't identify exactly what it is because it's outside of your dark vision, and just because of the moonlight, you can make it out. But it looks like it walks, whatever it is, walks around on all fours, and these the front legs seem to be puffing out in front of it more so than normal.
I think Solo knows what this is, but would Viago know what this is?
DM me what you think it is, and maybe I'll tell you.
Well, here's another question. I don't know why I'm talking like this again, but does it have long fingers and a bone-like structure?
No, it does
No.
not have long fingers. No. No. Also, no.
Could I like take a rock, like a pebble from the ground, and cast light on it and try and throw it down the tunnel behind me?
Light down the bridge, or light and toss it down?
Yeah.
You can, and just and it rolls.
Do I see anything?
As it does, you do watch a shadow dip maybe about 40 feet, 50 feet from where the light pebble landed.
Guys, I think we should start going.
Art is going to reach into his pocket and pull out a pebble, and he is going to rub it between his fingers to imbue it with a very faint glow in his hands, and he is going to attempt to magically chuck this rock as far as it will possibly go in the opposite direction of us, in the hopes that maybe it might distract this creature.
Okay.
He's using
Good
magic
job.
stone, so 60
Okay.
feet is the range on it, but
60 feet. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
let's throw some luck on that.
By the way, Solo,
Well-
did you ever announce how
Still
many
on
minis you
that?
had?
I did.
didn't see it. How many?
Like
I'm just curious
seven.
now.
On my back wall, 754. In boxes off the screen, 641. Unpainted, 215. Total, 1610. And yes,
All
I
right, what'd you
counted.
get, Art?
14.
14. You managed to chuck it. It doesn't quite get the 60 feet, but it gets enough, the illumination, and you watch this thing let out a as it. You watch as its front arms, and it takes off the parapets of this city and swoops down in the direction of the stone. Everybody, give me a stealth check if you guys are trying to. Are you trying to chuck it and then y'all like get the hell out of dodge?
That was his plan.
Okay, so
I'm
go ahead
picking
and
Art up.
everybody give me a stealth check.
Oh, I have to
Are we
spend
running
stealth.
inside of the other way? Is that what we're trying to do? Like out of the
thought we were-
hole the other way?
You're running
We're
out
running
of toward
the
toward
Overlook.
Morlock. Toward the
I thought it was
Overlook.
Towards
going- sorry,
Morlock
look.
or towards
Toward
the
the
Overlook?
Overlook. I'm sorry.
Towards the Overlook.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't want to go to Morlock.
If Viago is carrying Art, does Art still need to roll stealth? Or can Art assist Viago with stealth somehow?
Viago can stealth with advantage.
Cool.
Oh, well, that's a 23.
Damn it.
Yeah, 23 is my highest.
Okay.
You know what? I'll throw a luck on there too. I'll do a.
Should I'm rolling perception for this creature. Should I roll? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll a luck die. Did have disadvantage, but I want to.
I got to 26.
All right, that doesn't help.
I would like to add inspo to mine because I roll at disadvantage. Okay, I'm a 19 now.
All right, so 19 for Nessa. Thea, what'd you get? You're muted.
Mute.
Sorry. I'm trying to debate if I want to do this in character or not. So I think I'm going to and not use the luck die. So that would be an 8.
8. Okay.
Darn it.
Because I'm not mentally there. So
All right. Let's see, an 8, and then Viago, would you get a 20 something?
26. Would I be able to pick up Thea too?
Not after the 8. I mean, she stumbles, and you're able to like grab her by the scruff of her neck and pick her up and get her moving, but not enough to actually see. Not enough to actually like hide her.
Does Art still have the light switch?
He does, but
it's currently turned off.
Can I grab it from him, flick it on, and hurl it as far as I can throw it?
Yeah, Gino, what did you get as well?
6.
6. All right.
All right.
You watch as you watch it as whatever this creature is. It gets to the stone, and then you watch as it's wherever this face is kind of shifts towards you. And at this point, you see wings. You see an elongated neck that comes into more of draconic features, and it shifts over in your direction. It's seeing you now as a couple of your party are now kind of stumbling and getting back on their feet and sprinting as fast as they can. Viago, go ahead and roll an athletics check for me.
I light switch.
It was fun while it lasted.
I'm gonna add info to that too. That's a 25.
25. You hurl it, and you hurl it at this thing and over its head to try to cause some distraction. And as you do, you watch as it comes across its face. That survival check from earlier now confirmed. It is this decomposing snout going down to the neck, which it seems to be cut open and torn. The wings loose and cut in places. These leathery kind of bat-like wings. This is some sort of undead wyvern. And as you chuck it over its head, it's staring at you, and the light goes across its eyes, and its vision just immediately movement and light at the same time, completely focused on it. It turns, and you haul it like Uncle Rico throwing that football over the mountains. And
keep going.
And this creature just kind of low to the ground flies after it, pounces on it, snatching it in its maw and devouring it while the rest of you get out safely.
Seems to be attracted to the light. How is it still flying?
We'll worry about that later. Let's get going.
Good question for later.
Can I go back and study it?
I know.
Jesus. Shh. Hush. There was a luck and inspo to Nessa and Thea in chat, by the way.
Oh,
Thank
thanks very much. Where'd my pen go?
No, it's dirty. Stop it.
You know. No.
I'll get you another one. Let's go.
You on to the Overlook. From what you can see, there are 2 ways that you might be able to possibly enter this. You can either take the bridge that goes across to the main gates, or you can see that as you're looking at it, part of the wall of the looks like the one tower on the front left side is completely destroyed, and that front left corner of the Overlook is completely caved in, and you can see into bits and pieces with your dark vision the chambers beyond. The bottom floor of this 2-story building looks like to be some sort of feast hall, at least from what you can see, and the top half seems, or at least looks like a bedroom of sorts.
Does it look abandoned?
Make a perception check.
They're having a ball.
5 luck and inspo to the DM.
Wait, what? Another 5? From who?
Viator.
Oh, man. Cool. I don't even have that. Where are all my D20s?
Viago apparently had some particularly vile socks in this bag, so Art is very distracted.
Well, don't even wear socks.
I don't know what to tell you. They're here, and they're awful. I wonder if I could use that.
You probably shouldn't touch those. Sorry.
They have a life of their own.
Are there organisms in them?
Dear God.
Tiny ecosystems.
You have a small terrarium in your socks.
Yeah.
Accidental terrarium.
All right. What'd you get? I'm sorry, Art.
Oh God, no. I
No.
rolled like a 5.
From what you can see, it looks deserted, it looks empty, and it is silent.
All right,
Well,
let's go.
so you said there was a bridge, and what was the other option?
The bridge,
Like a
or
hole in the wall.
you can attempt to climb the rubble, which is about a 40 to 50 foot climb to get to this first chamber on the first floor.
Are
It
they?
seems to be some sort of like dining hall of sorts.
Is there a gate at the end of this bridge? Is there a gate at the front of the Overlook, or?
The Overlook seems to be more. It's a castle with the stylization of a manor. So instead of there being like a gate or like any sort of important defensive structure, it's just a giant double door.
Okay, well, we can probably open that.
Yeah, we just
Taking
gotta-
the climb might be difficult for about half the party. Actually, for
Well-
everybody except for Viago is fairly low strength, so maybe trying to climb that isn't the best idea.
I mean, I am 8.5 feet tall. I can just put you on my hand. And you
You
just-
only have 2 hands.
Well, but then you climb 3 feet, like
up and over.
up and at them. Anyway,
I mean, I might be able to make something to make this trek a little easier.
let's just go through the front door. It's not
We
explode.
have to get across the bridge first.
All right.
Oh yeah.
How solid does that bridge look? Not very solid.
There are parts that are broken and destroyed, but from what you can tell, it looks
Sturdy enough.
usable and sturdy enough.
Would it be sturdy enough for, say, an 8-foot tall Orikayeth?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you got to
think-
remember, like this is the only channel, or this is the only avenue to. This bridge is the only avenue to the Overlook itself. So it's going to, even though it sees wear and tear, it would have arguably
Been strong.
been strong. Yes,
All
it
right.
would
I
have
think
been constructed for that purpose.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna wait. I'm crossing.
let's do the
You're
bridge.
crossing. All right. As you are crossing, I need you to make a
A death save.
dexterity saving throw for me.
That's a 22.
A 22, yeah, of course. As you go, you stop short as you notice on the ground in front of you well, not necessarily on the ground. There's a couple things on the ground, but some things are just kind of floating. And in the darkness, you didn't quite notice it right away. But as you're about to step into it, you feel your hand touch it and your chest touch it, and you recoil quickly as in front of you is some sort of translucent, jello-y thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
need you all to roll initiative.
Oh
No.
boy.
Man,
Oh, not
boy.
that. Oh, okay.
And I'm going to spend 5.
Initiatives on purple.
I'm going to spend 5 of my luck points to make you all roll with disadvantage.
Oh, for the love of!
Which is a darn shame because I rolled a 19 there.
Will.
I just rolled a 1 anyway.
Oh no!
I'm gonna use
That's
a
bad.
luck point.
You can use a luck point to counter my luck point if you'd like.
16 is my highest though. So.
I feel like I'm gonna
Chelsea,
need to
I would
hold
do
on
it.
to my luck point.
I know. I'm gonna hold
Here's the
on.
thing. I don't think that I would know what to do, so I think I'm gonna go with actually the lower one. So
All right. 25 to 20. Oh, what's this thing's dexterity? Probably not high. But
yeah, oozes have pretty low dexterity usually.
yeah. Okay. So that's only a 13 for this guy. But 20 to 15.
I got a 19. Which thing is this?
Gelatinous cube, please.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Goody.
Good.
But we can't
All
see
right.
it, so it doesn't even need to go out there, does it?
Technically, Gino can see it. You guys quite haven't gotten the full picture of it yet.
Got it.
with the darkness. But Gino would know where it is because he's right in front of it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So technically, I'd be in the front there. I'd be like right in front of it.
Yeah, you're right in front of it. Correct.
Yeah.
All right. 15 to 10.
That's me.
What'd you get?
11.
All right. 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
I got a 7.
Anybody higher than a 7?
Quick question that I didn't think about. Can you use inspo on initiative?
You can use. Did we?
I don't think we ever landed on that.
We never really landed on a decision. I'm gonna say
It's an ability check, right?
a Vorpal D6. I'll allow.
Okay. Dang nabbit. Well, that helped me a whole lot anyway.
Did you beat a 7?
No.
Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3. 1 for Nessa and
Wait.
5 for Art. Okay.
Yeah. Well, technically a 3, but
All right. Cool.
I think a 1 is just a big fail.
Viago, you're up first.
Oh, lovely. And do I see the cube?
You saw Gino stop. I'll give you a free action perception check if you'd like.
Sure.
I could,
17 plus 4, 21.
Yeah, you can see it.
Do I know
You
these
can see the
things
outlines of it. There's a bit of a shimmer.
with my background?
Probably not. Bounty hunting, while you were in more dangerous dungeon places, you
Gelatinous
interacted
cube
with,
gunk isn't like hot on the black market? That's fine.
more black pudding than gelatinous cube. You
Um,
know it is in the ooze family though.
Okay. Oh, Viago, don't be dumb. And there's no way around it currently?
Unless you drop down and go toward the rubble. No. Across the bridge, there's about
And that's 20
20
feet? Like, if I wanted to grab some of the little ones and chuck them, it would be 20 feet?
about 20 feet, yeah. Which for you is more doable than you'd think.
Could I chuck the bigger ones too, or just the little ones?
The only one you probably couldn't would be Nessa, because Nessa has heavier armor on.
How many chucks would you let me do in a turn?
1.
Okay.
How many chucks can the barbarian chuck till the barbarian chucks no more?
I was just gonna say.
Oh god, I don't know what to do. But I've heard of these things, right?
You would know that they're in the Jello family, yes. Not the edible Jello kind, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in front of Art and Gino and kind of put my arms back.
Well, actually, I think Art's still in your bag, unless that's changed.
Art might still be in my bag. I'm not gonna rage. Oh, hang on. No, I'm gonna rage. Bonus action rage, and then hit it once with my glaive.
Okay. Yeah, you can get up to that corner where you're kind of, or at least if you want to be 10 feet away, you can be 10 feet away. You can get up to there.
Yeah.
I forgot I had a little thingy-magic that I can be like, hey, look, you get there. Go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Emberfang's thing it's a glaive, right?
Correct. So it's once you hit, it's a D10.
Oh yeah,
Plus
that's
D4,
a
plus
20, 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
What's my rage bonus?
Your rage bonus is still
A 3?
plus 2, I believe. Plus 2, I believe. I don't think it's gone up.
Yeah, it's plus 2. You're right. All right. So that's D10 plus 6, and then another D4.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 10, so that's 16 plus another d4, which is 2 points of fire damage.
16, 17, 18. 18 points of damage. Noted. Also, you slice into this thing. You kind of get that nice little as you do, and it splits in half.
That's my
and
turn.
That's your action. That's your bonus
I
action.
can't. I'm wearing a headset, so I can't wear my mask today.
Oh,
There you go.
so
it's
intimidating.
going
pseudo rage.
It's going to attempt to move into Gino's space, which I guess is both yours and Gino's spaces. As it moves forward, I need dexterity saving throws from Viago and Gino.
Ooh. 21. Got that luck? Oh shit.
That was my luck.
Well. Okay. Guess that's.
That's life.
To the cube.
What was your total, Gino?
That's a 6. I have to take, if I do use a luck point, I have to take the luck point result, right?
No, it's like
No, it's
like
advantage. Yeah.
It's like
Oh.
advantage. So it's a 6 plus whatever your dexterity saving throw is.
Then how's a 10?
A 10. All right. So you're gonna do one thing, but Viago, you have the option to either step back 5 feet as it like belly bumps you, or you can stand your ground.
Could I take a step sideways and bump Gino out?
No, because Gino, something else is gonna happen to Gino.
I'm gonna stand my ground then. Can I grab Gino?
Alright. No, because I guess you can grab him as
Wait.
you can grab him as the what?
I have Sentinel, so he's attacking a friend, right? Would I be able to do?
This isn't an attack, unfortunately. He's just attempting to. It's just attempting
He's just
to move
moving in
into
his
your
space.
space. Yep.
Okay, no, that's fair. All right,
So you're gonna stand your ground.
standing my ground.
All right. It is going to. Let me read the rules real quick.
Luck to art, by the way.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
You guys will both take. And I have to find more d6 to roll d6s at.
Oh, if I stand my ground, I still take damage. Balls. All right.
So you both get sucked into this cube.
Does that mean Art gets sucked into the cube too?
That also means Art gets sucked into the cube too.
Mm-hmm.
And the two of you, the three of you, actually Art,
Can I just like flick him out and stand my ground?
give me a dexterity saving throw. Because
Natural
you still
20.
have autonomy. Okay, you can choose to stand your ground or hop out of the back.
Yeah, Art's gonna hop out of the bag.
All right.
Got to
Luck and
go.
inspo to Gino too, by the way.
So Gino and Viago will take what is it? 9,
Diago
10,
can't fit
12,
in here. Just
12 points. Just put Gino in there. 12 points of acid damage.
All right.
Gino, your turn.
At least we're in here together.
Let's see.
You guys are both currently let me sorry. It's been a while since I've used gelatinous cube.
How much acid was that?
12 points.
Got it.
You guys are both. Where's it at? Where the hell is that? Oh, you both can't breathe either.
How is my movement affected at the moment?
Your weapon seems fine.
How is my movement affected at the moment?
You are restrained.
Can I choose to make a dex check instead of a strength check to break the restraint?
No, unfortunately, you have to use a strength check in order to get out of this thing.
Like a strength saving throw or just a straight strength check?
A strength check.
Woof. Okay. Let's see. Man, I'm very, very bad at that. Let's, Okay, first thing I'm gonna do then, I'm going to, hit the wand on my... I'm just gonna, like, activate the wand. I figure if
Mist
it just
wand.
goes off at this point, I can't miss. I mean, I can't miss with magic missile anyways, but like, I'm inside the thing.
There's a little
yeah.
hole in it. At least you'll be able to breathe.
Go ahead and roll your d4 for your magic missile.
It's 3d4, right?
No, magic missile. You only roll 1d4 for all of them.
Really?
Yep.
I've always
That's
done 3 separate ones.
technically yeah. Rules is written as technically 1d4.
Interesting.
So you get 6 points
Okay.
of damage on this thing.
All right. Well, I do that. Man. Don't know what else I can. All right.
Bonus action, anything?
I'm looking at my bonus action options. I think it's I'm restrained, so I can't move unless I break restrain, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm gonna pop my action surge. And then use my. I'm gonna try to break the restraint.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check, please.
Hey.
It's a 14.
A 14.
Yeah. I'll take the 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which way would you like to pop out?
I'm gonna
Like,
pop
this
out.
way or that way?
I'm gonna pop out backside.
This backside.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out the backside. And then I'm also going to, so I'm gonna pop out like onto the other end of the cube from everybody else, out on the bridge. And then I'm going to use my outrun the Reaper to disengage
Okay.
as a bonus action, and I'm going to. I'm gonna get to the other end of the bridge, basically.
Okay. You're gonna get to where the doors are.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thea.
Well, this feels like such a lame thing to do, but if I realize I didn't do it at the beginning, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor so that I can actually fight things.
Okay.
So, and then I guess I will, move, to the left, like my left, a little bit off the bridge kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, where you guys are at, you guys can. There's a little bit of a dip that you guys can hide down into.
That's it.
Art. Wow me.
So, first of all, do I see this thing? And second of all, do I know what it is?
Make a perception check, please.
Eight.
8.
Hang on.
Actually, I'm sorry. If Iago's in the middle of this thing, yeah, you can see
Oh,
it.
yeah, okay, cool. So, do I know what it is or know anything about it?
Given your nature, or given where you were, probably not. You guys didn't delve into those kinds of tunnels.
Okay. So there's a strange jello thing that has my friend inside it.
Correct. It swallowed your buddy.
Cool. I'm not entirely sure if mechanically this is how it works, but for flavor, this is what I would like to do.
All for it.
Art would like to chew on a piece of butter, spit it out at this cube, and cover it in grease.
Okay. Sure, you can do that.
I think normally it goes on the ground, but for flavor, I would love to cover this cube in grease.
You cover this cube in grease, and nothing seems to happen.
Okay. And he is going to take a few steps back.
Okay. As you do so, it will make an attack of opportunity on you.
With disadvantage, please.
Does that mean I can attack it?
Viago, you could with disadvantage because you're restrained.
Sure.
Art with disadvantage because of...
Because I'm nimble.
Oh, wait. Are you disengaging? Or is that just something...
That's just because I'm a crafty little goblin bugger.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on attacks of opportunity.
You know what? I don't know how much longer we're going to go, so I'm going to make that a straight roll.
12 to hit.
12 to hit is a successful hit. Yeah. And then how does a 11 sound, Art?
That will completely miss.
So it tries to belly bump into you, but you manage to just dodge out of the way and get to somewhere you feel safe.
So it's...
All right. Nessa, your turn.
1 sec.
All right.
Iago, let me know what you get for damage.
8, 4, 12, plus 2, 14 points of damage. 2 of it is fire. 4 of it is fire. Excuse me.
Awesome.
Nice.
Nessa.
I am going to cast my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Get the moonerang involved. How does a 15 sound?
Art, do you have a question?
I do.
I'm sorry.
It can wait until Nessa's done, but...
Okay. Did you have something else that you could do?
Well, no. Based off of what Viago just said, I'm curious if any of that fire made its way to the outside of the cube.
It did not. It's all internal.
Cool. Just checking.
He's swinging it like...
Just
right in
checking.
front of him. Nessa, what was the total on that roll?
15 to hit.
15 will hit. Go ahead and roll your
Alright.
damage for your spiritual weapon.
Right. So that's 1d8 plus 3. Okay. So it's 4 points of damage. And since I cast that as an action, I can't do it again as the bonus action, right? I have to wait.
No, it's a bonus action to cast.
Oh, to cast it at all.
It is, yeah, right?
Oh, I thought it was an action
Unless
to
it
actually
says
cast a
something-
spell.
Unless it says action, but I believe spiritual weapon is a bonus action to cast.
Oh my god, you're
It is.
100%
It
correct.
is.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it
okay.
is.
So that's your bonus
Right.
action.
And
You
that's
still
my
have your
bonus
action.
action. So my action. I will fire a guiding bolt at it, just
You
at
need
first
to-
level.
If you're using a leveled spell as a bonus action, your action can be a cantrip.
My action can be a cantrip. All right then.
Correct.
Then it's gonna be a toll the dead.
Wisdom saving throw.
Ding a ding ding. Yeah.
All right. That's gonna be a 1.
That does not pass, my friends.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use a d6.
You got lots.
Wait, why did I do that? It's not gonna matter.
It's not gonna matter.
God. All right. Cool. Yeah, that was a 3.
Sorry, friend. What?
And it is damage though, so you get a d12, not a d8.
Oh, D12. Lovely. I'm so glad. 'Cause that D8 doesn't like me today.
There we are. There's that extra 0.
That's what we're looking for. Yeah. So that'll be 10 points there.
10 points. Noted. Back to the top.
Put in my
Senor Viago.
Well, if I use my action to try to get out, then I can't attack, right?
Correct. As
Yeah.
it is your action.
There's no fun in that.
Well, I mean, then he gets to hold it in place at least.
Yeah, and you can breathe.
It's overrated.
Yeah, you have what? What's your Constitution modifier?
+3.
Yeah, you can hold your breath for 3 minutes anyway, so you're good.
We got 30 rounds. Let's go. I am. Am I saying that the fire is doing more damage or not?
To your knowledge, now.
Okay. I know we talked about the ratio and the difference between punching and whacking. I'm just gonna take a swing at it.
Go for it.
With the Ember Fang. That's 19 to hit.
And 19 to hit is successful. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, am I supposed to roll with disadvantage?
Yes, with disadvantage. Thank you. I'm
So
sorry.
then I would attack recklessly because he can't attack me anyway.
Go for it.
So then it would just be a straight roll, which would be the 19.
A 19. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
So that plus 4 is a 9 plus 2 is an 11. Where's my mouse?
Plus 6.
Plus a d4. It's 2. So 11 points of slashing, 2 points of fire.
11 points of slashing, 2 points of fire, 13 total, plus that number is that number. You start to see, I mean, you're cutting your way through, but given the nature of it, it just...
Does it taste good?
Tastes like, well, as you open your mouth to attempt to breathe and you end up tasting some of this, on the start of its turn, you take 10, 16, 18 acid damage.
Ouch.
That's fair. That's fair.
As you open up your mouth to taste a bit of what you're chopping off, it is then going to move. Let's see. It'll move. Let's go toward. I'm gonna roll a d6. 1, 2 is Nessa. 3, 4 is Thea. 5, 6 is Art. All right. It's gonna move toward Thea. It's gonna make an attack roll with a d6.
So then I would get my sentinel.
Yeah, it would also get your sentinel. That's going to be a 16, dirty 20. For you, Thea. So you'll take
I'm sorry?
a dirty 20 to attack you.
I would like to use a luck to re-roll it for you.
Okay. So is that.
Should I give him a taste of his own medicine?
So that's a. Still doesn't take away the d6 inspo. So that's going to be a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
All right, you're going to take as it
Use
swooshes
the
it-
d6 on him too.
Can I do that? If he's used a d6?
Sure, why not? Go
Okay,
ahead
then yeah, I'll do that too. I didn't know
Water
I
him down.
could.
He got 10 of them. We have to use our stuff to cancel them out. That's
Well,
like,
that's the thing, yeah.
That's all we can do.
So. Sorry, let me pull
'cause
it up.
he's close to, like, he almost missed you, right?
3.
So that would be a 14. Does a 14?
It- No, it just misses.
All right, cool. So it. But I'm gonna use. No, I'm kidding. That's enough. That's enough. It misses you definitely. I did enough damage to the barbarian. I'm okay.
But you do take 14 points of damage, 4 of which is fire.
14 points of damage. All right, I need a calculator because math is hard.
Math is very hard.
Oh, hi cat.
Oh, kitten.
Meow, meow, meow.
14, you said?
Yeah.
All right, cool. It's about where I thought it would be. You slash it again. This time it takes longer to seal back up. It's you'd imagine that this thing is hanging on the ropes. Gino, your turn.
You're muted, buddy. Your cat pushed your mute button. Oh, I don't hear you. Hang on.
All right.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, we're
Are we
back. Yeah.
A dinosaur
Your turn.
story. Dinosaur tale?
Yes. We're back is a dinosaur tale, I believe.
It's a dinosaur
Dinosaur
tail,
tail.
I believe. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Because I think it's spelled Tail, which Solo unfortunately doesn't know about unless he's watched that movie, which I hope he has. 'cause
Which
it's
I don't know
movie?
what that is.
We're back at dinosaur
back.
tail.
Is that
Only
the one
one
with
of
the
the
little
greatest.
Brontosaurus? No.
No, that's
Oh,
Land Before Time. You're thinking of.
that's like,
Yeah.
man. Also a great movie with dinosaurs.
Also a great movie, but far more depressing.
We're back.
Yeah.
Oh, man, come on, don't. Yes.
Dinosaur.
Doesn't it have John Goodman in it?
In We're Back. All right.
I think you're thinking
Actually, I
of the
think he is.
Flintstones.
Yeah.
Nope.
Someone hit the
Seen it.
cube.
It's a really good movie. Gino, your turn.
All right, I'm running up to the thing and stabbing it. Hopefully, not skewering Viago in the process.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stab into it and see how that goes. Oh, hey, you know what? I got a D6. Let's hey, that's gonna turn into a 14 to hit, I believe.
A 14 to hit. Well, what was your total before the D6? I'm just curious.
I think it was an 11, which actually might
that
have been
would've-
enough. It is an ooze.
That would also hit, but you use your
Ah, well.
D6 and you hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Boom, let's go, baby. All right, yeah, that's gonna be 10 damage.
10 damage as you stab into this gelatinous cube. Decide its fate.
Yay!
Ooh.
Get
All
your
right.
friend out.
Tell me how
I'm
you
gonna-
kill a cube.
I'm gonna stab into it, and I'm gonna, with Herculean strength, coming from my strength score of 8, I'm gonna then, with 2 hands, lift the sword up and pull the cube up off of Viago and just throw it down into the ditch off the
You
edge
watch
of the
as
sword.
as it hits the bottom of the ditch and then just goes bloop, and like just all over the ground.
Yeah,
Starts to bubble and
yeah,
erode at some of the rock.
yeah. Why not?
And you've successfully killed the gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
As this happens, Art has a cylindrical device in his hand that he looks like he was getting ready to use, and he just looks at the cube flying over the edge with this just immense look of disappointment on his face.
Aw. So much butter wasted.
And my Trollkinner generation kicks in.
Well, that was fun. I'm gonna sit down.
Did it taste good? It looked like you were trying it earlier.
Viago, you want this? I got a potion of healing.
Well, here, let me. I can also take a look at those burns too.
I appreciate it, Thea. I have one of my own, and I'll drink one. I want you to keep yours.
I'm rubbing aloe vera all over him at this point in time, and on myself as well. I'm also.
Roll for aloe vera. Do
You
it.
got any
Aloe
bag
vera.
balm? You got any of that?
I'm looking at
Is it-
remembering.
Here's the real question I have for you, Art, or Gino, whichever one you are right now. Is it the aloe vera that's the gel aloe vera, or is it the aloe vera that's the lotion aloe vera?
I mean, for this, I mean, in this sense, like these are the medicines I made myself. So this is actually basically just the plant that I've kind of beat up a bit. I'm basically just rubbing leaves and stems into them, but it works. So that was 5 for me, and then
Oh,
on
5.
him,
Do you apply
Also
it directly to
5.
the forehead?
I can't reach
Gotta
his
get that-
forehead.
Got to get that
unfortunately.
T-zone.
I can't reach his forehead.
I don't know what any of that means, but yeah, Art, you get a luck and an inspo.
Tease them. Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, I'm gonna do.
He also got 4 luck and inspo. Was it the same one?
Oh yes, I didn't see the 4.
Wait, what now?
Yeah, you got 4 lucks and inspos.
Holy crap, people! Thank you.
Damn.
Jeez. Hot damn.
Sha.
Yeah, so I
All right,
popped
so
up my med
bridge-
supplies, and Solo, I don't know if you caught it, I got 5 HP back to you.
Yeah, I got it.
Through
Thank you.
through meds. Excellent.
Thiago, I mean, this. If you need anything else, I mean, this might also make you feel better. And he holds up his wolf flask.
I think at this point we should get inside before the that wyvern shows up.
Yeah, okay, that's probably a good
What's the
idea.
flask?
Do you drink it?
It's the potion he made this morning.
I'll hold on to it. Just wolf.
Okay.
Flask. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. You head to the doors. You can see on the front of the doors, you give the handle a bit of a push, and it doesn't seem to budge.
I take one of my daggers and I start sliding it between the doors, feeling for like trying to do the credit card trick, basically.
Okay. As you do, you're sliding through, and you can tell you're meeting with pieces of wood on the other end.
Oh, that's good.
This is the
Okay.
door on the bridge.
Yeah, it's about 20 feet wide, about 10 to 15 feet tall. With these nice ornate wooden doors, thick, heavy doors that lead into the Overlook.
It looks like somebody barred this up from the inside, so this entire path was pointless. Unless you think you can bust through this thing.
So the door
Well-
is just stuck.
It
From
sounds
what
like
you can
it sounds
tell,
like there's.
there's some wooden planks or something on the opposite side of the door barring it, but
Can I just
being
punch
a
it?
orc and a barbarian. Yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Because my weapons are siege weapons. My hands
they
are siege
are.
weapons.
They are. Go ahead and give me a give me an athletics check.
Athletics check is a
Unless you have
natural
advantage. Do you have
20.
advantage? No, never mind.
26.
You wind back up and you punch center of mass of this door with both hands, kind of Superman flying style as you do. They both swing wide open, and you're met with a small entry, or well, a decent-sized entry chamber, a nice, dusty and dingy, but at one point a nice ornate rug across the center, 2 suits of chainmail, and another set of smaller double doors, standard-sized double doors, in front of you. To the left is just a stone wall where the corner of the room looks like it has tumbled and caved in, along with that like left section of the overlook. And then to the right, you also have another door.
I'm gonna just wave everybody inside, and it's once we're in, like get the doors closed.
Or what's left of them.
Before I go in, would I be able to do a perception check to see if I see like that shadow that I saw earlier?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh wow, those double doors were a lot smaller than I thought.
I don't have double doors.
16.
16. You don't seem to see anything behind you.
Okay.
Don't notice anything. What you do see is the flying in the air, coming over the moon at this point, is that what Viago has informed you was some sort of undead wyvern.
I run inside.
It's not wheeling toward you, but it's searching. It's looking, patrolling.
Is it dark in the room that we're in?
It is dark in the room that you are in, correct.
So Art, still with the cylindrical device in hand, is going to push the button on it,
Okay.
and a small flame emerges on it.
Awesome.
So it's basically like a mechanical candle right now, or mechanical lighter, if you will.
Wait, what was gonna happen if that went wrong?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Now.
Yes.
Yes, desperately.
Now that we're inside, what exactly does this do?
What does what do?
The potion you gave me.
Well, I'm not sure. We'll only be able to know when you drink it.
Fuck it.
He drinks it.
Oh no, what's it do?
Let's find out. If this is what I think it is, I'm pretty sure it is.
You know what? How would you roll me being able to use one of my d6s to make him reroll that d6?
Oh.
I mean, you could just make me reroll it.
Just for shits and gigs. I don't know. No,
because we've already seen 6 before.
See,
Have
yeah,
we?
I would.
Yeah, go. I'm gonna waste one because I want to see something different.
Okay.
I'm gonna be selfish.
4. We have not done 4 yet.
Oh boy.
Maybe it's good.
It is, however, it is a rather short effect. So, as Viago drinks it, you feel like really, really good. Like you feel like you're ready to take on just about anything right now. You're ready for action. You're good to go. You now get you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to every attack roll and saving throw you make for the next minute.
Oh, hey, you got bless.
Yeah, you got blessed.
Let's go. Let's do this. I'm gonna run through that door. I'm gonna rage right through the door.
The one directly across from the door that you just ran in.
Oh, I forgot there was a door there.
There's a door directly in front of you, and then there's a door to your right as you walked in.
That's right. Yeah, it's right
Which one
here,
did you
and there's
go?
one right here.
Correct.
I'll probably go through this one then. Yeah, why not?
All right, go ahead and charge through. As you charge through, you enter into a small courtyard. A couple shrubs and different bushes line a small stone path that winds up to what looks like a small shrine with a nice little bubbling pond next to it. There's a well right here, and then there's a door right there.
Where's the well?
The well is where that lumber stuff is. We'll call that the well.
Mm.
And then back here is where the shrine is.
Art, seeing the pile of lumber, is going to walk over to it and see if there's anything in that pile that could be fashioned into a torch.
Yeah. I mean, it's really dry wood, so yes.
Okay. He's going to find that piece, take the lighter that he was using earlier, and light a torch.
Oh, well,
Light a torch.
we also could have used one of my torches, but it's
Okay.
I mean, I also can cast
Actually-
light.
Let's say just for giggles, for some extra added, kindling to make it last longer, he is going to take a little bit of the butter, rub it along some of that silver and purple robe, wrap it around it so that it actually is a proper torch.
Okay.
man, we have so many solutions to light, and we all have dark vision.
It's so.
This
Hey,
is just not, this is just not
tell me that a
necessary.
ready source of fire isn't going to come in handy.
I mean, it hasn't let us down yet, but.
It hasn't.
All right.
Yeah, but you see this. There's a pond. There's a small altar, or what I say, not altar. What was the other word I used?
Shrine.
Shrine. There we go. Shrine toward the back, and there's a door that leads that way.
That shrine is right here.
Correct.
I don't suppose we
All
see
right.
a crown anywhere.
A crown. Go ahead and give me a perception check, and then anyone who'd like to make a religion check to see what the shrine is of may do so.
Is there anything I could punch?
Make a perception check.
I just feel the need to do it because of Eddie. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As I'm guessing Nessa is rolling up on this shrine to see what it is. As
It's a
Nessa
12.
is rolling up on the shrine. Thea, are you at all or no?
I was, yeah. I got
Okay.
an 18.
An 18. Nessa, it's beyond you. You haven't seen that before. But Thea, you recognize this as essentially a statuette and a small shrine to Arathis, also known as the Lawbringer. And as the two of you step up to go check out the shrine, Viago, you watch as some bubbling starts to occur from the pond, and you see this bulbous kind of body stand up. Another one you hear as larger creature stepping out of the pond, but then from the corners behind a couple of these bushes, 2 zombies also appear. I need you all to roll initiative yet again. Viago,
good.
you have roughly. We'll give it what 6 second rounds times. We'll say 7. So what? What's that? 42, something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
So you'll have 7 rounds of.
Thank you
That's
for
called
allowing him
bless.
to utilize the use of the potion.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't that? The center creature solo. I'll need.
17.
I'll text you
it
really
is.
quick.
19. Would I have chime? Because I saw the bubbly. Would I be able to rage right before it comes out? Before initiative?
I'll say roll a d100 for me.
Raging again
Didn't-
already.
I was like, didn't you technically rage through the door?
Yeah, but he only has a minute. It lasts only for a minute.
No, that's for a minute.
And he also has to like stay in combat basically to keep it active.
85. Yeah, you could if you'd like to.
Sure.
Okay, you're gonna rage again. Awesome.
Initiative rolls were not that bad this time.
No, much
Wasn't
better.
awful. Still wasn't super hot, but it was not awful.
Everybody was above 10 at least, it seemed.
Okay, cool. All
Yeah.
mine were about that. 25 to 20.
21.
21 for who is that? Nessa.
Yes. I rolled a 19. It's nice.
Awesome. 15 to 20.
19.
Yo, 16.
19, 16. So that guy will go first.
Oh,
Then
wow.
Gino. 10 to 15. Thea and Art, what'd you get?
I got a 14.
Same,
Okay. I believe Art has the higher dex, so go Art,
probably.
and then Thea, and then these two. I think that's everybody, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Nessa, you're up first. What would you like to do?
All right. I would like to say, Thea, duck! And I'm gonna send a guiding bolt at my big bulbous friend from the pond.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack roll for me, please.
Right. Natural 18. 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Banging. All right, so it's 4d6. So 13 points of damage on that. And my spiritual weapon has disappeared, correct? Its duration is only a minute.
Correct. Solo. Zombies are not in this room. Go ahead and take them off the board.
Oh, okay.
That's my bad. I was looking at the wrong room.
They vanished before my eyes.
They vanished. They go back to being just dead corpses.
Now I gotta rethink my whole turn.
Awesome. You watch as you hit it. You watch as parts of its body start to decompose even further than what it was.
Yuck. Okay. And I don't have my spiritual weapon anymore, so I am going to just grab Thea and I'm gonna back up about 10 feet if I can. I'm just gonna drag Thea away with me.
Oh,
Okay. Thea,
That's
you
all I
take
can-
that. You're good with that?
yeah.
All right.
Give me away.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Viago, it's your turn.
Do I know what this is?
You recognize the features as some sort of troll, but you're not.
But it's not the
It-
troll that I'm familiar with.
It's not a standard troll from what you can
Got
tell.
it.
Correct.
Okay. With my
This
punchy No, I have my glaive out, so I'll just do my glaive then. See, I'm gonna charge it with the glaive,
Go for it.
like right on the edge of the water, not getting in the water since I have reach. And I will take a whack at it
Awesome.
for a 24 to hit.
24 to hit. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so this is 8 plus 4, 12 for 14 points of slashing.
Okay.
1 point of arts, 1 point, and then 2 points of fire.
The D4 goes to attack rolls and saving throws, I believe, not damage.
Not
correct,
damage?
I believe so. Let me double
Okay,
check.
then minus that 1.
Art? Same thing as. Okay, minus the 1. How
So
much
14,
was it? For the
14
fire?
slashing and 2 fire.
2 fire. Awesome.
Oh yeah. Bless is just its attacks and saving throws.
As you carve into it, you
Yeah, so it does
watch
work just like
as-
Bless then. Yeah.
As you carve into it, Viago, you see the fire kind of spread across its back. The one thing you do recognize is that it has a similar effect to what it would on a typical troll.
That's cool. How convenient.
The troll is going to turn on you. It's going to make, being the only one in its proximity, is going to make 3 attacks on you.
No,
One with its bite and 2 with its long claws that are, even as you can see it, the flesh is starting to peel off them and you can see the bone. So for the, that's going to be a 12 for a dirty 20.
Hits.
A 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Alright, and then the third one is going to be a 13, so a 21.
We'll luck the last one. Why not?
I'll look the last one. That's going to be 12.
12 misses.
And I'm going to burn a d6, and that's a 1. Great, yeah. Alright. Which one is it? So the first one is going to be the bite attack, and that will be, it bites into you, and it will do 5 points of piercing.
5 points of piercing. Have.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of necrotic damage. So it bites into your shoulder. The claw will do. Are you fucking kidding me? What are with these ones? That's gonna be 6 points of slashing and 3 points of necrotic.
Ouch!
At the end of its turn,
Good roleplay.
Thanks.
you hit it with fire. It does not do its thingy-majig that it was going to do. Gino, it's your turn.
Yeah, well, with the way that he's doing right now, I'm gonna immediately run over. I'm gonna get behind Viago, and I'm gonna start patching him up, just from behind, just grabbing some salves and just seeing where the cut on his wherever the claw got him, just kind of start rubbing like a salve over it. Gets 8 HP back,
Thanks.
and that's all I can really do. I'm just gonna stay behind him for now.
Okay. Art.
I am going to attempt something, and we'll see if you allow me to do it the way that I want it to work.
Sure.
What Art would like to do, seeing this thing on fire, inspires an idea in his head, and he is frustrated at not having to done his plan from before. Art would like to run up, throw half a stick of butter in his mouth, chew it up, hold the torch in front of him, and try to cast grease through the torch towards this thing.
Like a blowtorch.
Sure, it won't do.
I'm hoping that maybe this might be like sort of like a pseudo burning hands thing or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we can. What's burning hand spell? Do you know
I
off
think
the-
burning hands is
Dexterity
DC.
save.
It's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, 15-foot cone. It's a dex save,
46,
and
I think.
it's 3d6, I think.
3d6. Oh yeah, let's do it. Sure. So dex save on the part of the troll.
Which would be what my save DC is, so that'd be a 14.
14. Dexterity is a +1. So that's going to be an 18 on the die.
All right, so that succeeds. So it should be half this, if I'm not mistaken. Right? I think it's half damage for burning save. Yeah.
Half
Okay.
damage.
Great. So 9 divided by 2. So 4, because I'm assuming you round down.
Correct. 4 points of damage. However, the grease spell is continually active. No, it wouldn't have worked. Okay, I was thinking more of like if he would have failed, it would have coded him and continued. So okay, cool. Yeah.
But would the grease just float on the water?
If any of it didn't burn.
That's fair.
Correct. Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to get into the mechanics of grease burning on water.
I'm already breaking the rules in so many ways right
Does
now.
anyone have any baking soda?
And I can't do basic math to figure out how much damage this guy took for what the total is, and I'm not telling you. Okay, that's what it is. I'm sorry. Math is basic addition is hard. Yeah.
You're an East Coast man. It's late.
Yeah, isn't it just like ×2 on the... Oh, whatever.
Shush. No, I don't know.
All right.
It's what numbers. I just had to do the Pythagorean theorem for some reason, and I don't know why.
And after doing this, Art's gonna back up a few steps again.
Awesome.
Burning Hands is a 15-foot isosceles triangle.
What is the circumference?
I imagine that the diameter would be 15 feet.
Can you roll for cosine?
Oh God! Please stop.
Sine, cosine, sine. 3.14159.
I haven't taken anything higher than a basic math since 2010. It's been a decade since I've taken an actual math.
You're a teacher.
I'm a history teacher.
History is not math.
There's a reason why there's STEM and then there's social studies. For people like me who don't want to do math.
Yeah.
Wow. You just made me feel super old. Whose turn is it? I'm not even a DM. What am I doing? All right.
Yeah, but yes, if we could back guard up just a little bit, just a skosh. That's enough of a skosh, sure.
Oh my god.
Thea, what would you like to do?
I just zoomed really far out on the map, sorry. I'm going to move over to... Sorry, I'm trying to recenter. There you go. I guess like kind of like over here-ish. And I am going to cast Firebolts at him.
Firebolt, go for it.
Light them up.
Yeah.
16.
16 just hits.
Yay.
Actually, that's a 6 on the die, so that's a 10. I gotta get rid of these. I'm sorry, guys.
Can I do the same back in return? Am I allowed to do that after I know that you've done that?
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Lit.
We gotta get rid of them. Like they only
We
last.
gotta
for
get
one
rid of
game.
these.
It's gotta
They
be a
go
high
away
roll.
anyway. We might as well just play musical dice.
Inspo, de-inspo,
So
inspo,
5,
de-inspo.
so
A 15.
15.
15, which doesn't hit.
Gosh darn it.
Aim at the grease on the water.
Does it hit anything if I throw it there?
It splashes against the dirt in front of Viago's feet. I don't know.
All right. Well,
Ow! Ow!
Unbelievable.
I like where your head's at.
I hate this. I hate this system.
and how bad does he look? It look.
Go ahead and give me a
Well, it was already a corpse.
medicine or
It's not healthy.
nature check.
Neither of those are good for me, so I'll go with medicine, I guess.
I don't know. Give me a check that you think would be relevant.
No, that's fine. I mean, I got a 5, so I don't know.
How about an
You're not
Arcana?
sure. It's part of its body is kind of on fire, and it's got a couple gashes, and it's been decaying in this water for what looks like a while.
All right. Then I'll just stay there.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Back up to the top, Nessa.
Lovely. I am going to send I believe a whole ray of sickness at it. Just a big
Ray of
ol'
sickness.
ray of sickness.
All right, go ahead and roll for an attack.
Maybe
What's an attack
17 to
roll?
hit.
A 17 does hit.
Nice. All right. And that is 2d8. Maybe the d8s will like actually work with me. All right. So that is 8 points of damage on him
8 points of what
And-
kind of damage?
of poison damage.
Poison damage. Awesome.
Okay.
It is not. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not.
not
I'm-
giving things away.
Not gonna say anything about that. And then I think she's just gonna stay. Oh my god, my iPad is seized up. She's just gonna stay where she's at. I believe. I think she's waiting for the next thing.
Okay. Awesome.
While I work my
Viago,
technology.
your turn.
Still up?
Yes, it's still up.
I like using a stick thing instead of just
Go for it.
punching things.
Glaive?
Yeah.
A bow staff with a blade at the end.
Yeah.
Opposed to punching things. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 hits.
Okay. So we got I did that plus a 2, so a 13 slashing and 4 fire.
Carry the 1. Oh shit, that didn't help.
Flip the reciprocal.
Stop! You're not helping.
Foil!
Foil.
I haven't
Foil
taken a
for your
math.
life.
I haven't taken a math class since 1999.
Wait, what? All right, I legit have
Wait,
to.
how many years ago was that?
This might just
Why am I doing math to figure out how long it's been since? So I'm trying to figure out how much damage this guy took. All right, it's that number. It's
Oh
that
my
number.
God.
I'm done.
use your
11 plus 10.
what is it? What was it like the T5? The T5 graphing calculator that we were all
Calculator.
required.
Like they were in the 80s. It was like a TI 85.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
long have you not done math that they had a T5?
I'm so old, I used the TI 5.
It was a T5.
Remember the
when I got it.
T1000s
I am
now.
not going to use a calculator, Diane.
I used calculators back when it was
refuse to.
still just the TI.
Well, we were all required to buy the thing. It was like $80 and we never used it. Anyway,
Can I just make one point of order for the fact that we were told in high school that we were never going to have a calculator in our pocket, and that was a whole load of bull hockey.
Now we
Yeah,
have the
'cause it was
internet
like
in our
this-
pocket.
Yeah, that was before.
Suck it, math teacher.
Yeah. I can.
Just saying.
Wow. Dang. Diane, that's true. I was like, I was only like 5. Huh. Yeah.
wow, you were 5 when
Let's
I
go.
was a
Let's
senior in
go.
high school. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was 8.
right? Am I doing math right? Yeah, that's correct math. All right, who's next?
1999. That would make me 11.
After Viago,
11.
our boy,
Lick me.
Yep.
our homeboy is gonna go. No, it's not you. It's this thing. It's gonna take.
I was hoping I could slide it past you. Oh well.
No, it's gonna make an attack roll against you, Viago.
Go for it.
13.
Miss.
14.
Miss.
Damn it.
Misses.
Sixes aren't helping me anymore. So that's the first one. Second one is going to be that's a natural 1. So that'll be a 9, which will
That
also
misses.
miss. And I'm not going to roll anything on that one. And then that's a 15 plus some numbers
Luck
for a
point.
23. All right, I'm going to luck point your luck point.
Counter luck point. Oh my god, we have counter
That's
luck now.
You've activated
5.
my trap card.
It's a 5 for a 13 for your luck point.
Yeah.
And my luck point wasn't in the tray, was lower than that, so that's a 13 to hit.
Misses.
So that was the second attack? No, third attack.
I can't remember.
Yeah, because the second attack was the one you rolled a 1 on.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that was the
Yeah,
third.
you're right.
third.
You're right. Second attack or third attack. Yeah. So its turn is done. It swipes out you, tries to bite you, does not connect on any of them. Your natural fortitude and the thick skin of your Oricaiath nature blocking it, and you're using your new glaive to parry some of his paw swipes at you away. Gino, Zabani.
I just pull out like a little like hypodermic needle and stick it into his spine. It's like, you're doing great, Chief. Keep it up. Keep it up. And hey, all right, that's gonna be 9 HP back. Let's go, boy.
Oh, nice.
Did you just give him an epidural?
He did.
Yeah.
You want me to put this in my heart?
I'm actually really upset. I'm actually really upset that we got to the gatehouse and like all the heroes were alive, because I really wanted the chance to say Zid's did, baby, and like
So-
I didn't get the chance to. Made me really unhappy.
So now Viago has an epidural on top of the steroid that I just gave him.
Correct.
This is
This
a great
man,
cocktail we're
he's more chemical than man at this point.
Feels really good, but can't feel anything.
Whatever do not bring fire near Viago at the moment. Yeah.
He's
Anything else?
holding fire.
The thing he's fighting is on fire.
Yeah. Anything else, Viago?
No, it's Gino.
Gino, what? Didn't...
I mean, that was my action. I can do a little dance, but there's not really much else I can do at this moment.
All right, cool. Art, your turn.
Art's gonna reach into his pocket and pull out 3 pebbles. He's going to imbue them with a magical energy and chuck one of them at the troll thingy.
At the troll thingy. Go for it.
That
I don't know why.
is going to be a 17 to hit.
A 17. Luck point.
On
Use
me?
my last one. Yes.
Okay.
On you. I'm finally out.
Whoa.
Well,
That
I'm
was
gonna use a luck point on that.
my trap
out of-
card had activated.
So
your
out of those rolls, which one do I take? Do I take the highest or the most recent?
technically oh god, I don't want to get into calling it disadvantage and advantage. But it'd be the one that is most in your favor, since you're lucking the luck that I lucked you.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then the 17 was the highest roll.
Okay,
Let's
so that will
look
hit.
Okay. Please take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, go luck yourself, Logan.
I can't anymore, guys. I'm out.
You're out?
You have no lucks
Yeah.
to give?
I have no lucks to give. 0 lucks.
Wow.
He's all out of lucks.
I know.
All out of luck. Sorry.
So lost without. Yeah. We're loopy.
After
Same
Art,
page.
anything else
Same
for you?
page.
Bonus action, Art.
Let me double check to make sure whether or not I even. Nope. I used my bonus action to imbue magic into these
29.
pebbles.
All right. Thea.
I have one quick question. If I look down the well, is that considered an action, or is that like a free action kind of thing?
I'll give you a free action.
Is there anything coming up the well from the water down there?
Oh shit! I never even thought about that. That would have been dope.
Wow, thanks for giving him ideas, Chelsea.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm so
No.
sorry.
No.
Just
Wait, I veto that. We're not.
Yeah.
Yes,
I never
yes,
looked.
you see the girl from the ring crying. No, I'm kidding.
Haunts me.
Happy Halloween.
You see the guy from the tunnel, like,
Will this fit in the well?
oh no!
I
You
believe
had
that-
you had your chance during the Underdark.
yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe when you guys go back
Hate
through.
Okay.
Yes, thanks.
Maybe
I
when
hate
you guys
it.
go back through.
I hate it. I don't like it.
So okay, if I don't see anything,
You see down to the bottom, and it goes maybe about 50 feet, and then there is a small stream that seems to trickle.
but no personage or thing of humanoid interest down there.
Not that you can see now.
No personage or thing of humanoid interest.
Illegal content.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
much
right.
jargon.
But I'm
That
going
was
to
that was
cast-
beautiful.
that was definitely some lawyer speak.
Yeah.
Can you sign this and confirm that I'm not going to get ganked if I...
All right. So then I'm going to cast Firebolt again.
Go for it.
Person.
Oh my God.
Thing.
Oh yikes!
He has no more luck points. You
That
gotta-
doesn't not help me. Do I? I do.
I have two,
Okay, I'm gonna
I do
do
have
a
two
luck.
D6s, though.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
That would not help me. Obviously.
I don't think he's trying to
Oh
help you.
no, it was worse. Okay, so
I believe in you, Thea.
that would be, I believe, a 6.
Oh wow.
Good.
Yeah.
Was it a
Oh,
natural
buddy.
one? Was it a natural one, perchance?
On the first one, and then I rolled the luck, and or on the second luck, on the first one it was a 3. On the luck, it was a 1. So I assume I
Okay.
have to
yeah,
take the 1.
No, you take the 3.
Oh, cool.
It's advantage, so you take whichever one is higher.
So
Oh,
Viago
okay. I thought
doesn't
it was the
get
most
hit.
recent.
That's good.
So Viago,
Cool.
well, it
So
wouldn't-
great.
oh no, Viago wouldn't have gotten hit.
Then it's 8.
8. Yeah, no, it just goes wide and smashes against the wall and kind of disperses against the wall as you miss again.
I'm not in my mind.
You got this, Thea.
Nessa, your turn.
I'm assuming it has blood.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, you
All
can
right.
sense the presence of blood.
It says blood.
Blood.
I'm just gonna cast good old fashioned blood scourge on it.
All right, what do you need me to roll?
I have to roll to hit you.
Oh, never mind then.
Good. I was
Yeah.
worried for a moment.
I think
that Nessa was
roiling
gonna
blood
try
is
to
the
drink it.
save.
Rolling blood is a save, correct?
Yeah, I wasn't. There's a part of me that really wants to try primal savagery, but not on whatever that is. So that's a 17 to hit.
A 17 to hit will hit.
Dang it.
We've already had one.
I think
Jello
this is
fight.
the first time that everyone's been behind me and fighting something,
4.
which
Yeah.
I'm actually enjoying.
A 4
Usually
point
we
hit.
never have a single target. Usually we're just kind of surrounded.
Yeah. Yeah. Normally there's waves.
That was
of
why
things.
I thought things were coming out of the well.
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
usually you and me end up trying to make a line, but we still can't hold a whole line.
Form the
The
line!
line starts parallel to where the enemies are, and then goes perpendicular as
Yeah.
Gino has to run to the opposite side of the map.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
I never raged until last episode, so the line was
This is fair.
squishy.
Yeah, at best.
how
it was
many-
a very liquid
4
line.
damage? Yeah.
4 damage.
Alright.
Can Nessa? So is this an open doorway or is there a door?
The door is closed.
The door is closed. Okay. Can she run to this door and sort of like? I'm not trying to like whip it open or anything. I'm trying to like slowly open and peek into the next and see if there's anything else in there or if that's safe haven.
Unfortunately, to open a door, some of that would be to use an
Okay.
item, which would be
Use
an
an
action.
object.
So you can
All
try
right.
it next turn if you'd like.
All right. Yeah. Then I'll just head on over there.
Okay. Awesome.
Knock on the door.
Viago, your
Zombies?
turn.
No.
gonna hit it with my glaive for do that to D4 for 18 to hit.
18 to hit. That will hit.
For 10 points.
Actually, I'm going to use a d6. 18 is reduced to a 12.
Oof.
So
Which
it
does
misses.
not.
Okay,
Unless you have a d6 to counter my d6.
I do.
I believe,
If you'd like to attempt to use it. You
I
only
believe,
need,
I believe we need a
you only
16
need
to
a
hit.
5.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
Hey!
I didn't even get the word
That'll do.
5 out, so that will hit because that's 7 or 17.
Okay. So it's 10 points of slashing and 4 points of fire.
Correct.
That ends my turn.
Alright. And as you slash into this creature, this rot troll, if you will, decide its fate.
Ooh. I haven't got one of these in a while.
Go with death.
I'm gonna take the glaive, and instead of coming down, I'm gonna like just stab him in the chest and kind of pull him closer. Hello, and just lift up and just split him from like the stomach up through his head in half.
Awesome. As you do, the body continues to decompose and rot. A little bit is splattering over you as it falls, and the fire kind of lights it, and it drips back into the pond, and we are out of combat.
Nice.
Looking
Art
around,
would
Nessa, I know you wanted to open the door really quick, so you slowly open the door. Inside, you see a small feast chamber, a door to your right as well, and then on the far side of the chamber, back toward where the entrance to the Overlook would be, you see basically you're looking back outside, but the room other than that is empty.
Okay. No shuffling horrors.
No shuffling horrors that you can see. Art.
Art would like to go up to Viago and try to scrape some of the gunk off of him and put it into a container.
You can definitely do so.
What
Any
are
other
you
action?
doing?
You know, it was fascinating the way that this thing burned, and I thought maybe it might come in handy.
Yeah, not a huge fan of fire. Us trolls are not particularly fond of fire. So,
Well, I'd like to research it further.
Oh,
just keep those experiments away from me, please. I'd appreciate it.
Gino, I'm sorry. Sorry for being insensitive. Were you just offended just now when we killed this troll?
No, I'm not offended at all. I just would, prefer that if he wants to test some anti-troll, experiments, I'd prefer not to be around when that happens.
That's fair. So it's not
are
me,
you saying-
it's Art. Cool.
So,
Yeah.
so you're saying you're fire intolerant?
Yes. I'd say if I was prejudiced against anything, fire and acid would be would be the things I. So I mean, if you fight anything else, it's a troll. Fire and acid's generally a pretty good bet.
Good to know.
Art tries really guiltily not to look at some of the things that are in his pockets and then moves on to the next room.
By all means, kill those trolls. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Just keep
Not
that
this
stuff
troll.
away from me.
Question. I know that Thea knows this, but do I know anything about the god? Like, could you, what is this god that, the shrine is to? Again?
The shrine is to Arathis, also known as the Lawbringer.
Okay.
But the one thing, taking now the time to closely inspect it, now that the troll is at your back, the one thing you notice, and Nessa, you notice it too, both of you being somewhat of in that religious space, Nessa more so than Thea, it seems desecrated. The scales of justice, essentially, right? One of them is torn off. The other one is seems to have some sort of gunk on it. The head is snapped off, so it's only from the neck down that you can see. There's a sword that typically, iconography-wise, would point down in the opposite hand. That is broken at the bottom, and you can see chunks of the blade down at the statue's feet.
There's gunk in the other tray.
Correct.
Can I I know I'm over by the door, but can I go over and look at the gunk? It like investigate the gunk.
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Okay. I kept wanting to say experience the gunk, and I was just like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
If you want to
Don't answer that question.
you want to experience that you may try. It's gonna be your experience, but
I honestly might experience the gunk. I just rolled a natural 1. Oh wait, I have a luck point. I don't wanna. Oh, it's not much better.
These are some incredibly curious choice of verbs.
I don't know why the brain is going like this today. So it's a 12.
a 12. Putting a little, like scooping a little on your fingernail, bringing it to your nose, inspecting it closely. This gunk smells awful, and you're about 99% sure it's either shit or just decaying body
Matter.
parts.
It's my favorite game.
Matter of some sort.
She's gonna flick it off her fingernail and go, yuck, and continue into the next room.
As everyone is collecting themselves and going to the next room, Art is going to walk up to Viago and tug on his pants.
Yes.
How secure is your belt?
It's very. I don't wear a shirt, so it's very secure. I'm the opposite of Thegan. I wear sleeves and no shirt.
I'm just trying to. How do you hold up your sleeves?
How do I hold up my shoulder pads? They're just randomly on my shoulders with like
I
little.
would
staples.
imagine they were like strapped underneath or
They are.
something. but-
They are.
He staples them on.
That checks.
Every morning.
Yeah.
So Art has his little leather-bound notebook out, and has a writing implement, and he's looking up to you, going, "So, how'd you like the potion?"
It was good.
It was good. Excellent. All right. And would you say that this was a satisfactory effect? It worked well. Is this something you would recommend to other people?
Oh. Yeah, I would probably give it a solid 8 goblins out of 10.
8 goblins. 8 goblins. Wow, that's quite a good rating. I love it. Wonderful. Thank you. Out of curiosity, would there be any possibility of me getting that flask back? I might need that for the next batch. Thank you. See, Gino, I told you this product is great.
Yeah, I'm glad we decided to conduct a focus group in the middle of a haunted mansion.
What better time?
Hey,
And
you want a list? All right.
And as you all gather yourselves, Art, you finish your survey, and you begin to head into the next room of the Overlook. That's where we're going to call it for tonight.
Oh, done.
Thank you all for joining. Hopefully, next time they decide to go deeper into the Underdark than just the surface. They never actually officially reached the Underdark. Fun story.
So we went the safe path.
I figured.
But next game will be in 2 weeks? 1, 2, 3 weeks. Because next week is the 5th. So it'll be on November 13th. You can find us here at
Fabled
5
42.
5 p.m.
Oh.
Pacific Standard Time. All that good stuff.
On the
Yeah.
Fabled 42
So
network.
anything else that people need to know? Tomorrow's River Break.
Yeah, tomorrow's River Break, and we have Adventure Middle Earth on Sunday, and then Shao Gal on Monday.
Awesome.
Lots of things every day.
Jam-packed weekend.
I actually was going to talk to you guys. We can talk about offline too, because we might. We'll talk about offline, timing wise, but we'll talk about it. Yeah, I think we're good. Do we make level 5?
Are we just gonna gain a level every session? We just hit 4.
We didn't do anything very hard.
I'm just asking. I get
I
2
mean, we
attacks at
technically-
5. I'm kind of.
I went through emotional turmoil. I don't know
kinda
what you're
excited
talking
about
about.
I mean,
That's true. You're being stalked by something.
we technically just handled the troll well, but like that could have been a very tough fight.
I
let's
honestly
face it.
don't remember when we got 4, so I'm just.
Literally last session, we leveled up.
We got to level.
Last
Wait,
session.
what was the question? I'm sorry.
I was asking about.
He was
level
asking if
5.
we
Mike.
leveled.
Oh, we leveled.
How scary was that ooze and that troll?
Yeah, I sniffed some ooze.
Pretty scary. We showed that
Maybe
dragon
not-
who's
not-
boss.
Not. Yeah, you did.
We distracted a
Probably
dragon.
not today. Maybe next month. We'll see. Maybe in November. We'll see. We're getting close. We're getting close.
Aiming for
Fun
5
things
for the
start happening
finale.
at 5.
Yeah. All right.
We got
Oh yeah, we
certain
should
fun
we should
things.
do a thing.
Do a thing.
Are we gonna raid somebody?
Yeah.
Who are we raiding?
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting
gotta
to do my
raid
field
now.
medic stuff. That's exciting.
that is really cool.
Yeah, I'm loving the more laid back role with the single combat stuff.
Well, we finally got to the point where I didn't have to like try to like lock down
Yeah.
enemies, so I got to just play like the support role and like do my field medic stuff.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Heal me.
I bet you did.
Yeah. Heal.
I got 6 more of those before we go back to the cart. So
Amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid our friends over at the DAT network. They're playing some Pathfinder. Our friends over at what's it called? LA. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for all the luck and inspo. Lily,
Yeah,
you wanna
that
close
was
this out?
awesome.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone. Really came in handy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, see you next time, guys.
Bye.
I don't know when we're going.